The raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on the Ground Report.
The Ground Report. The Ground Report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The Ground Report. The Ground Report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. Shop at ADC Supermarket, Cleaver Road. A very comfortable and clean environment. These prices are unbelievable. Come see for yourself. We have the best alcohol prices. Don't miss out. Get those specials on liquor. Put food on your table with ADC Supermarket, conveniently located at number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima. Every Friday and Saturday is real vibes and live entertainment from your very own DJ Christian on Friday and Saturday. Everyone is talking about ADC Supermarket. Shop in comfort and in a clean environment with the best prices for all your grocery needs. Secure parking. Remember, free delivery. On your table. ADC is affordable. ADC Supermarket, number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima.
Add some value to your good times with a Wow Bucket from KFC.
You have no time to cook or you're stuck in traffic. You're working late, don't worry, we got it. Life hectic, KFC's on flick. For real value, come get it. Wow Bucket, wow, get down now. When you only go where you like me. Wow Bucket, good for every bucket. Together is better with a Wow Bucket.
7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95. Bringing people together. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Backed by popular demand, something extraordinarily exciting is happening all over the country. The Multiplier X Effect.
NLCB Scratch players have been extremely ecstatic as they can maximize their cash winnings with the Multiplier Trio of games.
For just $10, $20, and $50, play the trio of 10X, 20X, and 50X games for a chance to win your way to $10.5 million in cash and up to 45 chances to win.
The Multiplier Trio. Play all 3 and multiply the excitement today. Players must be 18 years and older. Please play responsibly.
Be Mobile and Be Mobile Secure welcomes you to the world of reggae. Saturday, June 8th, North Park, Queens Park, Savannah. The world of reggae. Emma Ranks. They're in powered by Mackeson TT Rocker and the Lucky Ragunan and Group of Companies.
Music lovers, it's time to celebrate Mikey. Join us as we roll out the red carpet for the inaugural More Music Festival. The More Music Festival. Book the date now. Saturday, 20th July. The More Music Festival.
Gonna make this a night to remember.
That's right, it's 20 years of incredible music. Soca, reggae, chutney, steel pan, R&B, and more. All on one stage. Join the More FM star-studded cast for a musical journey over 2 decades of hits.
Gonna make this a night to remember.
Saturday, 20th July, the More Music Festival.
Disclaimer. More FM Limited, its owners and associates, accepts no responsibility for statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. More FM Limited does not endorse any of the information provided during this commercially booked segment as the truth. That you have to judge for yourself. We, however, reserve the right to question statements made. But in this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and corruption, it is sometimes hard to get the truth. But we must try. It is not our intention to discriminate or annoy anyone. We believe it is our constitutional right to free speech, to voice our opinion, and our duty to the population and country to expose the truth. More FM Limited takes no responsibility for the opinions of others.
Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
More FM 104.7.
Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
More FM 104.7.
Go ahead, Pastor John. A pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, my brother Andy. Good morning, Mikey. Good morning, Lennox. Good morning to the Ground Report family.
Yes, good
Bless
morning
you.
to you. Go ahead, Pastor John.
Bless the Lord, for this is the day that the Lord has made. No devil in hell, no evil, no wicked shall prevail today. For the Lord God, omnipotent and almighty reigns. He sits high and he looks low. For he rules in the kingdoms of men. He has the power to put up one. He has the power to pull down. He has the power to establish. Our God has the final say. And Father and God, this morning we come through Jesus Christ, our Lord, as mere human beings. We could do so much, Lord. We could walk, we could talk, we could protest, we could demonstrate, Lord, we could pray. But at the end of the day, Lord, you have to intervene. You have to work. It's your will that must be accomplished, Father. And you are not willing that people should perish and suffer, Lord, but that people should come to everlasting life. Jesus, you said you've come that we might have life and have it to its fullest more abundantly. It is you that have established patterns and guidelines and laws and boundaries and order. It is you that have set up governmental structures, Lord, so that there would be law and order and decency and protection and provision for the people, oh God. But if the government fails, then everything crashes, Lord. We are looking at our society today in Trinidad, named after you, Lord, and we are seeing things going haywire. Lord, we are seeing an economy that is going out of proportion. We are seeing crime. Oh, Father, as though the criminals are taking over. We are seeing it going unabated as though nobody cares or seem to care. The people that have the power and the money and the resources to do something are not doing anything, Lord. And or people are becoming victims and sitting ducks. And Father, seeing it even spreading into the sister isle. And everything that can go wrong is going wrong, Lord. And Father, we take authority as your children, as your sons today, against the evil that is pervading this land, against the perpetration of wickedness and evil. And Father, we commit this country into your hands. We commit this program, Ground Report, into your hands. We commit its host and its supporters, Lord, that you would bless us, Lord, for the stand that we have taken over the years. You would honor us, Lord, by blessing this country and turning things around. We ask you that this day that is before us, Lord, would be a day that would be filled with peace and prosperity for this people, Lord. This would be a red letter day, for indeed this is the day that you have made. Let there be rejoicing in this land. Oh God, may we see the suppression of evil, Lord, and may we see those that oppress us, Lord, be weakened before our very eyes. Father, into your hands we commit our lives, we commit this program, we commit the citizens of this land, even the tourists and the people that are visiting. May they have a good report, we pray, in the mighty name of Jesus. Let your will be done, let good prevail, and let evil, God, succumb to judgment, Lord, and let evil slay the wicked. Thine is the kingdom, thine is the power, thine is the glory, O Father. Glorify yourself in this land. In the name of Jesus, bless, heal, protect, and stand with the law-abiding citizens of this country. Be the defense of the defenseless and the voice of the voiceless today. And Lord, let your perfect, good and acceptable will alone be accomplished. Let not the hand and the wishes of the enemy prevail, but only good today. Let this be a good day, a red letter day in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. You are able to do it, for you raised Jesus from the dead. And if you could do it, all things are possible, Lord, in Jesus' name. Heal somebody today. Bless somebody. Bring back somebody from the jaws of death and destruction. Somebody who's on the brink of losing their property. Redeem them, I pray, Lord. And Father, we ask you, Lord, to let the goodness of God run after us and catch up with us today as a people, as a nation, as a republic, Lord. Again, I ask you to bless these wonderful men that cry out every day on behalf of this nation, oh God, unto the people and unto you. Bless my brother Andy and Lennox and Mikey and everyone associated with this Ground Report family, and let your will be done. And bless this ministry. Bless them, Lord. They are not just a program, they are a ministry. Bless them, oh God, with all the resources and the finances and the human personnel and everything that they need, God. Father, we thank you, Lord, and we bless you in Jesus' mighty, precious, and efficacious name. Your will be done. Amen, and amen, and amen, and amen, and amen. Bless the Lord. Thank you so much.
Water you turned into wine.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Time check. It's approximately 18 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. Yours truly, the Pitbull of Radio, Lennox Smith, Michael Kerr. Director Newbie, and you the people out there in your thousands of you out there. A pleasant good morning to you.
And what can stand against?
A pleasant good morning to all maxi taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers. Good morning to you. To all senior citizens, a pleasant good morning to you. To the physically challenged disabled people, a pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting our sister island, Tobago. Tobago, a pleasant good morning to you. To all loyal listeners, callers, well-wishers, listeners, haters, critics. Good morning to each and every one of you. Most important mornings is to all stakeholders. Yes, Trinbagonians. People that are going to put their God and their family first before the race, religion, and politics that is destroying Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning to each and every one of you. Oh boy. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Matilda Rose. Good morning to you, John. Hanifa D. Mohammed. Good morning, Carmen. Primraj, a pleasant good morning to you. Ruby, good morning to you. That's Ruby Sami, good morning. Hey, Rowley Passad, a pleasant good morning to you. Michael, Scotland, all of you, a pleasant good morning, Nadira. Lestra, good morning to you. Fida, a pleasant good morning to you, Fida. Oh boy. Rampasad, good morning. Davika. Balkaram, a pleasant good morning to you. Peters, a pleasant good morning. Andre, good morning to you. All of you that are locked on, a pleasant good morning, Ryan. Oh boy. Celicia, good morning. Wow. So much people. Anne-Marie Amin, good morning. Daro, a pleasant good morning. Oh boy. Angela, a pleasant good morning to you. Oh boy, so much people already lock on to the number one program this morning, The Ground Report. Sita, good morning to you. Oh boy. Paul Peters, good morning. Balroop, good morning. Matilda Rose, good morning. Biggest, good morning to you. Baby Rampus, good morning to you. Oh boy. Miss Balmain, good morning. Cynthia, good morning. Oh boy. Denise, good morning. And let me say, it have plenty Denise. So good morning to the Denise away. Denise and Dave, a good morning to you. Oh boy. And then we have Dave and Deborah. Good morning to you. Wenrick, good morning. Oh boy, so much of people already lock on this morning. Christopher, all of you. Biggest, all of you. Reyes, all of you. Oh boy. And a pleasant good morning to those of you that are locked on to us in your maxis, your taxis, all transportations, on your gadgets, at your home, in your office, on your phones, all over. Those of you that are locked on to us in Austria, Jamaica, all over. Britain, all over. Stephen Young, a pleasant good morning to you. Oh boy. Dave Rampasad, good morning. Hold on, I see biggest, Daddy biggest. All right, lock on Australia. Natasha Brown, a pleasant good morning to you all out there in Australia. Oh, Austria. I want to make sure I hear. Yeah, Australia. Wow. Well, I know it have South Korea. I know. I know if that Chinese, the next one, the North Korean man, he's a serious man. He like a rowdy man. Not the pitbull at all. It's not Christmas, and I have no Christmas list. I out of that. I like Christmas for children. I ain't like Christmas for nothing else. Oh boy, we had a very long weekend. How was your weekend? Let's check out the headliners. But while checking out the headliners, let me say a pleasant good morning to Lennox Smith. A pleasant good morning to you, my brother. I doubt he hearing it. Oh boy, let me look for the news by the time. Lennox Smith, a pleasant good morning to you. A video in Vancouver, a pleasant good morning to you, man. Oh boy. Cynthia, good morning. Balroop, good morning, man. Inshan Mohammed, good morning to you. How I go forget the Andy for Grandy team, boy. Good morning to each and every one of you. To you, the people of Valencia, as I am on this right now. Hey, Miss Laverne, good morning to you, your husband, all of you. Hey, how I go forget KK. Hey, good morning to the De Silva family. Good morning to each and every one of you. To all counselors, hey, Nasa Hussein, a pleasant good morning to you. And how would I forget Das and her family? Husband, son, daughter, all of you. Brandon, all of you, a pleasant good morning. Fat Boy, Carlos, Troy, Wang, all of you. Hema, all of you. A pleasant good morning to the UNC executive. Sandy Grandy, a pleasant good morning to you all. To you, the people that are interested in our first meeting, our first prospective candidate meeting for the Valencia arm of Andy for Grandy will be Wednesday. Wednesday, please God, 6 p.m. on Wednesday, please God. So for those of you that are listening, we'll organize and I'll give out you all various phone numbers that you all can call to make sure that you all know exactly where we will be meeting on Wednesday for this first meeting of the Grandy arm of Valencia arm of Andy for Grandy. We'll be meeting in the back of the market. Yes, right in the back of the market. Right where I'm going to tell you all that street there. In the back of the market, right there by in the back of the market by Small Dread. Right by Small Dread there. Right, Small Dread, a pleasant good morning to you and thanks so much. And giving the opportunity to use your venue for the first arm of the Andy for Grandi Valencia arm, and the following Wednesday it will be you, the people of Sandy Grandi, and you all will get the location and time, but it will be Wednesday around the same time. The following Wednesday for you, the people of Sandy Grandi, I'll give you a location, and right after the Valencia meeting, you all get the location of the Grandi arm. Okay? If you all believe that we can make a difference, if you all believe that I'll make a very good MP or leader for you, the people of Valencia, Toko, Sandy Grandi, the meeting, I'll be inviting the councillor for Valencia. I'll also be inviting the UNC Sandy Grandi, Toko Sandy Grandi executive to be at that meeting too. It's a first meeting. It's all about letting each and every one of you understand our way forward, our plans, where we go, which each and every one of you, us, sit down at the round table or sit down, talk to each other, give people each other the various ideas on when it coming to Valencia, and then when it coming to Grandi, and then because the course and all is different when it coming to the various governing or representation that have to be given. But most importantly is for we to become victorious in the next upcoming general elections. So I ask you, the people of Valencia, to join us on the Andy for Grandi team on our first meeting this Wednesday, please God, 6 p.m. in the back of the market, right there. Let me I think it's Andrew Street. Yes, now. Let me make sure. And remember, at the end of the day, each and every one of you know who our enemy are, and our enemy are the PNM. This PNM government. I call for unity among UNC members. Unity is very important. This one can be going against this one because this one support this one, and that one can be going against that one because that one support that slate, and this one with this slate, and that and that. Why? All of these UNC together. And at the end of the day, whether it's Team Stars ending up victorious, or everybody still have to work together, or whether it's the next slate end up victorious, everybody have to work together. I don't make it clear I support Kamala Prasad, Bisasa. I owe her the responsibility, and Jack Warner, for today. I am who I am. But at the end of the day, no bickering among each other. And you see the Andy for Grandy? We're going to show what is unity among all UNC. Because we understand that the enemy is the PNM. And that unity will trickle straight down. Even if I am not the successful candidate, and whoever are, again, we will still stay focused that our enemy and who we need to get rid of is the PNM. So I look forward in meeting the Valencia people, all Bonnie Road, my Muslim friends and them, everybody, for we to get this thing up and running. First meeting before we start a walk. The next meeting will be Grandy before we start a walk. And then when we have those meetings, the next meeting after that on the course. And then we want to start to hit the streets. Let us all unite. Let us all unite. God is unity. God is clean heart, pure mind. God is good. God could never be disunity and fighting among each other. Support who you have to support. But at the end of the day, everybody have to close ranks and do what is necessary to be done for the betterment of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I hope that each and every one of you that are listening this morning understand. And those of you that understand, give me a thumbs up, please. Give me a thumbs up. Real Media TT on Facebook. Real Media TT on YouTube. Give me a thumbs up if you all agree and if you all understand that at the end of the day, unity is strength. And at the end of the day, all ranks have to be closed and everybody have to work together. And for those of you that are listening on radio, I hope you all understand the same way too. Remember that. So Valencia, I call on you again. Makano, a pleasant good morning to you. Oh boy, let me just give Small Dread a call. I will be sending that invitation to the Councillor for Valencia, Mr. Neil De Silva, his family, everyone. Alright, so let me by the meanwhile, Lennox Smith, I hope you have the because they are calling him here and saying like he in here. Look, Mike's still muting. And I hear Lennox Smith, a pleasant good morning to you. Good on.
Look, Mike's still muting.
Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me, Andy?
But now we ain't here. Look, I hear him.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I hear you. You hearing me?
Andy.
I hear you. You hearing me?
Andy.
Yeah,
are you?
You hook up on the wrong thing. How you hearing?
Good morning to you. Are you hearing me?
Yes, but you like you.
Are you hearing me?
Everybody hearing you. But you not hearing we.
Are you hearing me, Andy?
All right.
No. Yes, I hear you.
All right, everybody meanwhile.
All right, I am not hearing you. I'm no.
No, you hear me through the radio. So you need to revamp your thing. Take off your thing and play back on. All right, let me just mute Lennox by the meanwhile. Do it over, Lennox Smith. Come out and come back in.
All right, I am not hearing you. I'm not. Wait, you hear me through the radio. So you need to revamp your thing. Take off your thing and play back on. All right.
Because you're really not hearing. You're not hearing. Nice. Before we go to the headliners, just want to make it known And all at least he's not like Vega. All you know with at least he's not like Vega, that voice. You just need to revamp and a pleasant good morning to you, Small Dread.
Yeah, morning, Andy.
Boy, I called you early while we know we have Valencia people looking on. At the end of the day, it's about the Andy for Grandi team and our first meeting that we are having. The first arm is in Valencia at the in the back of the market.
Alexander and Pier Drive.
Alexander and Pier Drive. Nice. Yeah. So for those of you that are locked on from Valencia, our first Andy for Grandi meeting will be Alexander and Pier Drive. Right? Yeah. All are invited. I'm also inviting openly the council of the area, Mr. Neil De Silva. Also, I'm also inviting the Sandy Grandi executive. UNC executive. I'm also inviting each and every one of them from Detroit to the Wang to the Hema to Banwari to all the executive members. I'm inviting you all to that meeting and all. So you all and all will have an idea of where my mind is at in carrying you the people forward, you the people of Valencia and environs forward. So you all will have an idea where my mind at and where we as a team will be going. So don't forget, you all can call Small Dread, you all can call Das, you all can call I will give you all some numbers that you all can call just in case you all don't know where that meeting will take place this Wednesday, please God, 6 p.m. at Alexander, in the back of the market at Alexander and Small Dread. You go ahead.
Yeah, Andy, boy, things looking real good. Since we put out that notice, a lot of people been checking me to come to this meeting, calling me and things. And Andy, on the other side, we really need you as the choice. We need you to be our MP because presently we have no MP. And Tupo Sandy Grandi is deteriorating by the minute, right? We have a high crime rate in Valencia and it seems to bother nobody, right? We have poverty. We have high unemployment, right? The farmers and them have to prepare themselves every night for people coming and thieving in the gardens and all kind of things. A lot of people just come by me to ask me if I have garden produce and if people bring this by me because they're losing the product in the garden. So we need somebody like you, Andy, to take up the mantle in Toko Sandy Grandi when he becomes the minister or the MP and do something for this constituency. We need your help. We need somebody strong like you. And I believe in you, Andy, because you hear it in your voice. And we never had people come to Toko Sandy Grandi and promise X, Y, Z and really do it. So we need somebody like you. I trust in you, Andy, to help the people and build our constituency. Thanks. That's my contribution.
Thanks so much, and I will.
Yeah.
Do my best. So Valencia, our first Andy for Grandi meeting will take place this Wednesday, 6 p.m. in the back of the market, Alexander Street. I look forward, for those of you who may not know some of the people or main activists, but if you don't and you didn't have their numbers, hence the reason why I come live to talk to you. So you're gonna hear, so you will have an idea, and join us. Let's make this thing successful. Join us this Wednesday, 6 p.m. in the back of the market, Alexander Street. Our first Andy for Grandi meeting. On the way forward for the people of Valencia and environs. Our next meeting to you, the people of Grandi, will be next week, Wednesday, please God, same time. I'm going to tell you all the venue. And I look forward to each and every one of you coming out too, which will happen. Mr. Pleasant good morning to Latoya. And Mr. Pleasant good morning to Fat Boy Carlos, all of you. Bucky the Buckman, Foster Road, the whole Foster Road crew. Ojo Road, good morning to each and every one of you. Bonnie, good morning to you. And what I want to say is again, I support Kamala Prasad Bisesa for the upcoming general election as leader. And I endorse anything. Not everything, but I endorse what it is the Honorable Kamala Prasad Bisesa is endorsing. So now, Lennox Smith, a pleasant good morning to you. I wonder if he's working now. Ah, boy. All right. Well, let me just get that. Let me just get that news. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! I wonder my friend Madan send that for me, boy. Then. Oh boy, the Guardian. This morning headliners in the Guardian here. Well, front page you're seeing Sizzler wants end to gang life in TNT. All of us, Sizzler. All of us. As if the government want the end to that. It's up to them. And then roar over water. Gonzal blast Kamala's dry tap claim. He said it is scandalous. And he wants an apology from Kamala Prasad Bisesa. And we are also seeing residents, they say, support minister in social media videos. Oh boy, our murder count so far, well, on the Guardian, there is 235 people murdered so far. Wow, 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 wow. And Indian Arrival Day, happy belated Indian Arrival Day to each and every one of you, my East Indian brothers and sisters, and Corpus Christi, Holy Corpus Christi, pass to each and every one of you. We also know in international, where Ginger Moody party wins the elections in India. Ah boy. Oh boy, they say he was sworn in as a Prime Minister of India on Monday the 26th of May. That's when he was sworn in, 2014. Yep, they say this Chief Minister is in charge of the largest democracy, and he led his party BJP to a historic win in the world's largest democracy. For the first time in more than 20 years, a single political party in India was able to win a comfortable majority of 284 votes in a parliament comprised of 543 members. Wow, wow, wow. Lennox Smith, a pleasant good morning to you. head of Tobago Police Division, ACP, Collis. Yes, ACP Collis. He is saying that he has described the first year leading to crime fighting efforts on the island as both challenging and rewarding. I will say challenging, I ain't gonna say rewarding, because the crime situation in Tobago is at a rise. Oh, what he's saying is 1 year in office, it's like he's a boss man across there for 1 year now. It has been challenging but yet rewarding in terms of being able to get a greater understanding of managing an island economy. Wow. Nice. Lennox Smith, let me see if I hear you now. A pleasant good morning to you. Nice. Go ahead. Let me see if it is hearing. You hearing me? Morning, Lennox Smith. That means I'm fixed. Trinidad and Tobago, the lines are open. The lines are open. The numbers to call 229-0251 while I try to rectify this situation for 229-0251, 229-0251 or 239-5120, 239-5120. We'll give us a WhatsApp call. We'll send a WhatsApp message at 366-3053, 366-3053. What's on your front burner this morning? Let us know, let us know. How was your long weekend? Well, holiday, 2 holidays, and then a long weekend. What's supposed to make news that not making news? Let us know. Good morning to you, caller.
Hey, good morning, Andy. Good morning to the guys. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago gas researcher here.
Hey, gas researcher, you have been long. What's up? What says thou?
Right. I have a lot of things, but I'll raise a burning issue. Last week, U.S. energy giant ConocoPhillips has been awarded, it has one award in our local court that any compensation that has to be paid to PDVSA, because if you remember, Nicolas Maduro and PDVSA has demanded $1 billion from Trinidad and Tobago in compensation for money spent on the Dragon field. And until Trinidad and Tobago ain't pay that money, they wouldn't get access to do like drilling and production in the Dragon field. That is why the Dragon project has been held up. So now with ConocoPhillips award, any compensation that Trinidad and Tobago has to pay to PDVSA, they has to pay to ConocoPhillips. Because ConocoPhillips currently has a $1.33 billion claim against PDVSA for monies owed, because ConocoPhillips in 2005 to 2008, somewhere around there, were working with PDVSA in the Mariscal Sucre field. I think that is where the Dragon field is. And ConocoPhillips claimed that assets on that field belongs to them and not PDVSA, but they yet to prove it. But they said that any compensation that Trinidad and Tobago has to pay to PDVSA, they has to pay to ConocoPhillips. Plus, they file complaint in the U.S. court. Same thing with companies from the USA working with PDVSA. They have to pay that money to ConocoPhillips and not PDVSA. So, there's a dilemma then.
Yeah, but that means it will be a dead deal, because Venezuela president government wouldn't allow somebody else to be paid and not them.
No, they has to challenge it, because right now, Citgo, the arm of PDVSA in the United States, owes Citgo somewhere approximately $20 billion around there. Could be more, could be less, right? And Citgo has been fighting in the U.S. court to take over the assets of Citgo in the United States. If they win it, well, they will control Citgo. Citgo is the financial arm of PDVSA. That way, Nicolas Maduro is getting money to spend and do what he wants in Venezuela. If they lost that, there will be problem for Venezuela. You understand? So if our government had continued the deal what the partnership had done with the cross-border drilling on our side with Venezuela, we would have been producing gas all now. But they did not. They prefer to scrap that deal and go into Venezuelan waters because BP had applied for a license, and because of the thing with the US reimposing sanction, they decided not to go ahead. But Trinidad and Tobago apparently has applied for a license for BP to drill in Venezuela, and the US government has granted the license. So, and this thing with BP also has a little implication with ConocoPhillips. So we have to wait and see on this, Andy. Remember I spoke to you about the bond financing by with NCB has said they has raised over $4 billion. That is Trinidad and Tobago dollars in bond financing for the Trinidad and Tobago government. The government has not come out and said it, but it has been published in our daily papers. Our next thing is that there is an issue with Michael Leachin. He has a company called Portland Financial, and it had some issue where it was reported that some interest payment he didn't make, but then he decided to take the newspaper to court, who made a statement. But Guardian Holding Group is a shareholder in Republic Bank Limited, and NCB has purchased a majority shareholding in Guardian Holding Group. So technically, NCB is a shareholder of Republic Bank. You can remember when the government created the NIF, the NGC, NEC, Labidco, and Clico own shares in Republic Bank. So the government took all the shares and put it in the NIF. So now you will see Republic Bank shareholder, you will see NIF, you will see Guardian Holding, Royal Bank, and you will see other individuals who are shareholders of Republic Bank. So there's a lot of things taking place, and a lot, I guess citizens don't know. But the biggest thing, Andy, the biggest thing right now is the thing with the Dragon deal, boy. We don't know if money pay to pay the visa already, if NGC has paid money, but I know NGC took out a $400 million US bond in 2023. They had to cut a bond. Either 2022 or 2023. We don't know for what, but they never came out and say, in 2020, Andy, the government deregistered the Trinidad and Tobago Revenue Authority Management Board. There was a management board in place in 2020, and the government deregistered it. And also in 2020, a NGC report stated that NGC spent monies to develop a 24-inch pipeline from the Hibiscus field to Venezuelan waters, but they didn't say how far it reached. And the relevant infrastructure and thing has been put down. It was reported that they spent a lot of money, but they didn't quote the exact figure. But someone had mentioned to me that part of the pipeline has been constructed from the Hibiscus field to our waters. So I believe it's from our waters, and then it has to continue from our waters into Venezuela. And the pipeline from the Hibiscus field to Atlantic LNG in Point Fortin has already been completed, laid down, connected, everything. They just had to get gas from the Venezuelan side to connect to go down to Point Fortin. So at a later date, I shall reveal more later.
Thank you very much, gas researcher. Lennox Smith, you hear me? All right, like you can go here, man. Let's go again. Next call. Morning caller.
Andy for Grandy. And Grandy for Andy.
Yes.
And that is why we need a foreign observer for 2025 general election. Wednesday evening, 6 p.m. Andrew and Alexis Street, just behind
the market,
the health center and the market.
Yes.
In the corner right on top of the hill there.
Right on the corner,
You'll
right
see
in the
we-
back of the market, they're going to see we there, man. First arm. The first arm is the Valencia arm meeting first because I want to make sure it's Valencia people. Must be Valencia people. And Grandi, it ought to be Grandi people. You know, it mustn't be in Valencia, but it's really Grandi people. No. Let me feel the base. Let me feel the people. Let the people feel each other.
And everybody in Grandi knows as you cross the bridge, you turn right. Yeah. So
Yes.
Andy, Lennox, Mikey, UB, and Trinidad and Tobago. Gas researcher, you have it right. But Kunoko, Philip, they have the end of the gas line. And when the sanction come, Maduro tried to hoodwink them and muscle them. And Andy, you know who is the judge? Give the ruling on that multi-billion-dollar ruling? Is a judge in Trinidad that last week Friday they call a bomb scared. Then they'll take away security detail. And then the Grog Report pushback movement went to tell the judiciary and the Ola Christopher put back the man security. You see why? Trinidad and Tobago, everybody know my voice. They know me. But what I want to let them know, if all they know what Keith Rowley and that gas deal, that man ain't care one thing about all in Trinidad and Tobago, you know. That man won all over the world hiding money, you know. Asking him that I want him to bring a pre-protocol action letter so I can dig up on him and show him the truth. And if he feel, you'll send a silver bullet for me, the lie. Because that man, he go and answer them. You're going with poor man. You're signing private deal as a prime minister. And now you're fighting and all the structure come out and saying that they had the license and they had the rights. And they get everything and they had the 30 years. Where the gas structure, then you're talking about the Laura Manatee, all the Pui field, and the Jubilee. You're going to give back BP and Shell. That is the people who built right around the area to get them blocks on them. All the suffer the people too much, you know. All I ask actually is for we right to exist and to have we money. All they put all kind of stupid taxes on we. And thief with all the money. It's plain to see. And I wonder why it is. If when the Auditor General find money missing, I cannot account for. If there is how to send the money for Maduro. I just asked that question for Christmas. So Santa Claus can send me a gift. All the hoodwinking and all the reach to espionage are killing people. Hoodwinking people, abusing the arm by the police. If we reach a police state, anybody talk out and show the ills that all this suffering people. That's how they tend to serve the people. But all wake up there. So you see why they take away the security detail from the worthy judge? Now the fight to it. Trinidad and Tobago, food for thought. Have a nice day.
Oh boy. Thank you so much. Next caller.
And are you hearing me?
Yeah, you hear me one time?
Yes, I'm hearing you at the same time. Yeah,
Same time now?
There might have been
All right,
some
well,
technical issue.
Well,
But
we done
go ahead,
already have a
take
caller.
calls.
We done
Yeah,
already.
take call.
Yeah. Go ahead, caller.
Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
Lennox, Mikey,
Good morning.
Newbie, and to everybody. Forgive my voice this morning, but you know, I couldn't stay away this morning. I had to say something.
Wait now, before you think there. So, like when you see that, you really like you had to use your voice plenty over this long weekend, yeah?
So
some
Andy,
people...
since Thursday, we went down there.
Yeah.
I don't know what juju I pick up. But I know a lot of people was back talking me. So I don't know if it follow me. You understand? But don't worry. I had to come back strong. You know.
Oh
Andy,
Go ahead, Miss Santa Cruz.
I sending it back 100-fold. Anyway, at the hypocrisy of Keith Rowley, talking about what Kamala said to deal with, telling the police to deal with the criminals with full force. When Robinson said it, did he have a problem with it? When Julia Davies, his best activist, told everybody, instructed everybody, right? Jump the wall, run up to the door, kick it down, and deal with them. You didn't hear a word from Keith Rowley. But now he vexed because Kamala's telling the police to deal with the criminals with full force. I agree with that, because how else are we going to get rid of these people? They are tormenting us. And you know, Andy, not a word about all the home invasions and everything that's going on, you know. Not a single word. But you're going to tell Kamala, they're going after Kamala because she said that. Now, our next thing, you know, the NATEX elections coming up soon. And I am calling on the people. Do not take God out of your thought and pray for no fake praying hands. They are not praying people, right? They are mischief makers, giving the impression that when they win, if they win, a big effect, that they're going to change this and change that and talk to this one and talk to that one. Giving little regards to the fact that Mrs. Prasad-Bissessar is still the opposition leader. But my big question this morning, and I want everybody to pay good attention, Dave, if, and a big if, they win NATEX, are they going to stage a palace square and get rid of Mrs. Prasad-Bissessar? People, be very, very careful about voting for those fake praying hands. They are not genuine people. And I want to tell Victor Roberts this morning, I don't know if you're listening, you're not feeling bad to see that you help them do what it is they're doing today. And they put your daughter as a Tobago, wherever they put you as in Tobago. She live in Palo Seco, but you put you as a Tobago affairs person. How that working out? She going to stay by Silver Fox or what? Silver Fox don't curse me. I'm just asking a question. Look at what they do here. They just give her that a mama guy here, Victor Roberts. Look at what they do here. But I'm feeling shame for him, Andy. And to the people out there, go out once you're a member of the UNC. Go out and vote the star team. That is the only way we can get into government. Thanks a lot, Andy, and have a good morning.
No problem. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
That's a rare occasion when Miss Santa Cruz's voice may have either about to leave her or is in the process of so doing. But of course, as the tenacious person she is, and wanting, of course, to get her message out, she will, of course, brave all of that and come out. I don't want to thank her and commend her. I think she's a good example of what most human beings should be like. In spite of your circumstance, you must, of course, persevere because you have an objective, you have an aim, you have a vision, you have a purpose. And, of course, in this particular case, I think you could want no better purpose than to, of course, attempt to preserve our democracy, having been subjected to the weaponization of our democracy and our systems by a government that clearly has lost its way. So I want to commend her for that, and I want others to take note as to that level of commitment and dedication. We need more people like these, and we will have to have people like these as we move into the new dispensation when the PNM would have been removed, and we have to, of course, salvage or to return Trinidad and Tobago to some semblance of normalcy in terms of our democracy, the rule of law, separation of powers, and of course the abuse of office, which of course has been stereotypical of this administration. So I thought that was, I should take my cue from her, and I'm telling her, well done, well done. Adi, of course, murders taking place at General Hospital, on the grounds of General Hospital.
I watching that. I say, but where the hell, boy? Wow. Men pulling up in police clothes and
wrongly trying to tell us that Trinidad and Tobago is a real place. It can't be a real place.
You ain't safe in the hospital no more.
Well, I'm showing you that. That is what has transpired there. And of course, Hines will try to admonish young people. He had, I think, two engagements. He had, of course, the police as well as the prisons. I think they had a sports day, the latter, the prison officers, family day, and I think the police had 150, I think, new recruits. And he admonished them, of course, to stay on the course. Don't follow or don't be intimidated or don't be in any way sidetracked by foolish I didn't think he used the word stupid, but it wouldn't be far from it. But he has this proclivity, this tendency to talk foolish things. So that that will not be on him to say something that clearly would either not just make people even worse or make people more incensed. But that's the nature of the individual and the administration that we have. Square peg in wrong hole. Of course, further calls for him to get out of office, just as the general call for the government itself, the party itself, the PNM, to get out of office by virtue, of course, of calling an election. We don't want to infringe or in any way be like those who would have caused for or called for some kind of upheaval to unconstitutionally replace this administration. We have not reached that stage. I don't want us to be seen as the nebulous statement in attempting to emasculate people's freedom of speech. They're now calling it sedition, as we saw, of course, with Christmas, CHRIST and then MUST, Christmas. The blogger, the blogger that is now in custody and has attracted a sedition charge. He should be in court, I think, today, but I'm sure that will be a international issue, because frankly, I am not seeing what the DPP is seeing or the police is seeing or indeed this administration is seeing. The reality is that Trinidad and Tobago is what it is, and if these people are highlighting what Trinidad and Tobago is, how is it seditious? I just cannot wrap my mind and ideate on such a contemplation. But I suppose it's probably to send a message to others. But I think what they have done is the reverse. They have, of course, caused more people to pay attention to Trinidad and Tobago, because let's face it, in the Western Hemisphere, Trinidad and Tobago, all over the networks in the United States, whether it's Fox or CNN, ABC News, etc., was saying in the time of the should I say, the developments that was taking place in the Middle East, and they were saying that per capita Trinidad and Tobago has the most or has produced the most terrorists that would have been on their way to jihad in Syria and other parts of the Middle East, as far as engaging in activities that would normally in the Western world would be considered to be terrorism or terrorists. So I cannot see the argument. I cannot see the argument for the love of me, but I suppose it will be ventilated in the courts. He will have his day in court, but I suspect that it would be another pressure on the already dwindling resources of the taxpayers for this government in its profligacy and attempt, of course, to try to hoodwink and to camouflage the reality of Trinidad and Tobago is prepared to waste money behind that, when in fact the whole world, the whole region knows. In fact, I think they should be searching for the institution that said that we are the sixth most dangerous country in the world. Or they should, of course, go behind the various governments, so whether it be Canada, whether it be United States, France, the United Kingdom, who have given to their citizens advisories against Trinidad and Tobago, indicating don't come to Trinidad and Tobago, don't invest in Trinidad and Tobago, but if you do not go to places like Belmont, Laventille, and most importantly, mentioned in these advisories, Nelson Street. So I want the DPP and others to focus on that as well, and the police officers who engage, of course, in really and truly the emasculation of free speech in this country by utilizing an archaic and colonial piece of legislation that really and truly has no relevance it's otiose to contemporary and existential circumstances of Trinidad and Tobago. Everybody knows what is happening in Trinidad and Tobago. I don't understand. And then, of course, the National Security Minister, par for the course as far as he's concerned, stereotypical when he, of course, he would say that these bloggers are making Trinidad and Tobago look bad. No, it is you, your government, your policies and programs that are creating and I am in full support of the statement made by Senator Nakid on this matter. It is the government that has created the disaster unfolding called Trinidad and Tobago today. And of course, I think today too, tomorrow they are back in Parliament for that standing accounts committee to look at the government wanting to get an additional resources on top of what they have already budgeted for and for which they have not been able to account. At least $1 billion is still outstanding, not yet reconciled, but yet still they are going to the Parliament in this so-called mid-year review. Of course, attempt, as far as I am concerned, and I'm sure people are looking on, to deflect and to take away from the fact that we have unruly and unlimited and unrelenting crime situation, that the economy is in tatters, and that, of course, this government is incompetent, impotent. I'll send you a little later, Andy.
But we had to organize and take a break and come back.
A video where Imbert was boasting, I think in 2018, thereabout, that the economy has turned around. And then in the same breath, sometime a little later, or probably before that, he says that, listen, we had to borrow to pay salaries and all kinds of what I consider to be platitudinous nonsensicalities that has no relationship with the realities in terms of the economic development of Trinidad and Tobago. They have not put in anything to augment the treasury. They have, of course, mashed up Petrotrade, the only source that we could have some 90 or 80% of our foreign exchange. And then, of course, when Heritage makes some money, they then have to spend it, of course, with barrier to import fuel. That is the level of incompetence we have purported to be government and governance in this country. Let's go for the break, and when we come back, more on this edition of the Ground Report.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Mikey and Ari Restaurant. Open for breakfast and lunch. 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 67 Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standard. Serving local breakfast items like sada, pies, fry and roasted baked, with all your favorite fillings and assorted lunches. Available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get pilau as low as $25 or get combination lunches from $25 to $40. Crab and dumpling on Fridays, 12 noon to 3 p.m. Soup Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. A la carte with burgers, fries, nuggets, gyros, loaded hot dogs. Just about anything you could think about. From 6 p.m. Sunday to Sunday. For more information, call 382-9347 to place your order. Mikey and Ari Restaurant. Open 7 days a week at St. James.
The big question today, how much will my electricity bill increase? Stop worrying. Act now. Replace your bulbs with energy-efficient LED bulbs now available at Trinity Lighting. When you purchase 4 60-watt LED bulbs for $112.50, you get 2 absolutely free. That's right, absolutely free. Or purchase 3 100-watt LED bulbs for the same price and get 1 100-watt LED bulb free. Trinity also has the following options. Purchase 2 4-foot LED tube or 1 8-foot or 2 LED colored bulbs for the same price, $112.50. and 50 cents. At Trinity, we also stock specialty items and a wide range of electrical supplies for all your household, medical, marine, commercial, and much more. Any hard-to-find bulbs or parts, we can source it locally or internationally. Check us out at 123 Western Main Road in St. James or call 628-8373, WhatsApp 461-8620 or email trinityetc@yahoo.com.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life, because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Trinidad and Tobago, welcome Mr. Keith Anthony Blair, the original fireman, Anthony B.
You can't hurt the soul. Trusting of the Almighty more and more.
Anthony B.
Nobody want to plan the camp. Everybody want to read the band.
Anthony B.
Repentance time, every man a see clear. Every entertainer clean up them career.
The World of Reggae, Saturday, June 8th, Queens Park, Savannah, featuring Anthony B. Anthony B.
Wine and roses for my baby.
Anthony B. Alongside the legends of reggae, Shabba Ranks, Barrington Levy, Maxie Priest, Shawn Mason, Black Royalty, and more. Brought to you by B-Mobile and B-Mobile Secure, and powered by DG Homes, Macusson Triple Extra Stout, Angostura White Oak, Rick L Services, and the Ricky Ragunanan Group of Companies.
Yes, indeed, we are back. Is there an issue? We are back. Time check is just about 20 minutes past the hour, 7 o'clock. Out of an abundance of caution, I have not heard. We don't like to have dead air, as we call it in the industry, in the radio land, and of course in the media industry. It's called dead air. So, out of an abundance of caution, I thought I should make this intervention unplanned, of course. But the technology is such that it happens. But I was making the point before the break, and that is why is it that this national security minister, and clearly he would have gotten the approbation or the approval or the consent or the agreement of the government to make such a statement. I don't believe one man can make such a consistently foolish statements on his own, particularly when he claims to be, of course, some university graduate and a lawyer and all of the other academic accolades that renders it. Or
the lines are open by the meanwhile, callers. Meanwhile, Lennox is explaining that the lines are open. You all know the numbers. Go ahead, Lennox.
So call, make your calls as well. And now that I've heard Andy's voice, yes. But I was making the point that they continue, of course, to generate in these faux pas and these illogical, irrational conduct and behavior policies and programs. For example, everybody would know if you go to the United States and you tell them that is the importation or their exporting of guns and ammunition that is fueling the multiple consistent murders in this country. You have already advertised the violent nature of Trinidad and Tobago. And then you as Prime Minister would say very often, too often, not to be concerned that Trinidad and Tobago is a violent place. And of course, somehow ignoring the fact that you have been put there, having regard to what you said in 2015 and 2020, that you have the panacea, but instead what you have done is exacerbated the situation, made it worse. And you should now be contemplating as a true Democrat, but then the PNM itself has morphed into, of course, a criminal enterprise. We have seen that in more ways than one. And of course, the classic is that of Balize House itself. And the fact that somehow by some epiphany, just out of thin air, the party called the PNM had a debt of over $5 million up to when Rowley became the leader of that party. And today, they're putting down a over $100 million monstrosity of steel, brick, mortar. And then telling us, and the evidence is to the contrary, telling us that not a single contractor deployed by the government were engaged under that facility. When we have the pictures where, and of course an advertisement was put out by Jusamco, yes, the very company that got that piece of the highway to Point Fortin to construct that fell into the swamp below. Yes, we have the picture. They put I think a middle page advertisement or half a page advertisement saying that they are assisting Balize House, or they are doing work on Balize House. And I'm talking with respect to the foundation. They are way past the foundation now. But Dr. Rowley has the audacity and the temerity and the population believing that we are consistently stupid, foolish, and would be always hoodwinked, as he went up to Constantine Park only recently, last year, August, in the final rally of the local government elections campaign of that party, and then telling us that not a single person who they employed as a contractor with the government worked on Balize House. You're living in a fool's paradise. And it is just a matter of time. 2025 must come. 2025 must come. And people, you have the opportunity. I tell you, young people in particular, the country you save will be your own. And therefore, if you are 18 years by then, and now you go and register to vote, forget the borderline issue. That should coalesce and make all you realize that you have greater and bigger things to look after, which is saving Trinidad and Tobago, and stop the division, stop the divisiveness, stop the borderline issues, and get down to treating with your own future and the future of Trinidad and Tobago. That is what you should be talking about. That unfortunate incident at the Port of Spain General Hospital again is an indication of the dysfunctionality of this administration in terms of providing resources and, of course, direction and vision and hope and a salubrious living, possibly for our children, far less for the adults that are now, of course, reeling from poor decision making and, of course, the inability of this administration to to manage the affairs and the resources of the country. And we know, because the evidence is clear, we are feeling it on a daily basis. So there, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand that. You could be how much sycophant you want. You could be how much diehard you want. The reality is that Dr. Rowley and his bunch of opportunistic political parasites are clearly no use. They have weaponized government against the people. They have, of course, camouflaged their way to where they are today, and they have taken Trinidad and Tobago down a slippery slope. And if we do not check, and if we do not take a position, when the time comes, we are not a violent people, obviously, but certainly when the time comes, if you want to supplant that anger and that violence that you would normally want to explode, do that with your finger.
Boy. Hold 1 minute, Lennox.
Finger.
Go ahead, caller.
Yes, index finger at the ballot. At the ballot.
Everyone. Oh, have a nice weekend. I
Yes.
hear the voice echoing and I have my radio blasting it out here. I'm the only one of the street, the National Street, and have the radio blasting out. You understand? And I'm keeping it flowing like water. Under this administration, there is good nothing going forward for the young people of this country, boy. Look last night, just imagine they can't control the crime, they can't control nothing in this country. But Father Christmas, you will come out, God is love.
Thank you very much. Next caller, pleasant good morning to you, caller. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, Mr. Andy.
Hey.
Morning, I be from Gandhi.
Yes. You will be part of the Sandy Grandi arm of the Andy for Grandi meeting. Not the Valencia.
Yes, sir.
Nice. But you go ahead, my brother. What's your contribution on the ground report this morning?
All right. Number one, my contribution, the 28th of June will be my birthday. I know if you want to pass on the word to Mr. Amar. Right.
So wait.
We still with this thing where people need employment. In order for the crime to stop, we need to get employment. Right, and that is a big issue right now. All right, so thank you very much and have a blessed one.
Thank you very much. Oh boy. So again, I'm just letting everybody know, Valencia, here we come. Our first Andy for Grandi meeting on the way forward will be this Wednesday, please God, 6 p.m. in the back of the market, Alexander Street. If you live Valencia and you want to be a part of the Andy for Grandi team, please, you all can send me a text. Just send me a name and just put Valencia. And for those of you who want to be a part of the Andy for Grandi team, Grandi, just send me a name and put Grandi, so I'll know where you are, exactly where you are, and I'll be calling you all personally. So again, my number, 366-3053, 366-3053. Take that number, Valencia, Grandi, everyone. Take that number, 366-3053. So please join us, Valencia. Remember, people will have money. So the first arm is for the Valencia people. The second arm of our meeting the following Wednesday, same time, I'll be letting you all know the location. That will be the Sandy Grandi arm of the Andy for Grandi people. And then we will have one on the coast, which you on the coast will know and we will be informed. And then after that, we have to hit the road, get the road going. So please give me a call if you want to be a part of the Andy for Grandi team. If you believe that I'm going to do a good job. If you believe that I'm going to represent you with everything in you. If you support, please give me that call, 366-3053. 366-3053. Send a text or a WhatsApp to that number. Let me know where you're living. And yes, you want to be a part of the team, so I'll know what meeting that you will be scheduled for. Oh boy. Let's go to the lines. Morning caller.
And we want to know we have the ground troops, this powerful station, 105.7. We want to know about the letter. Did all you carry the letter already? We, the ground troops, want to know, because this country needs to get back in form. We want to know the letter.
Thank you very much. Oh boy. Let's go to the lines.
I suppose Andy, she's referring to that in support of the learned judge. Yes, that process is in the making. Because of the long holiday, we weren't able to complete the exercise, but in due course, we will tell you by Friday what has transpired.
Nice. A pleasant good morning to you, caller. Where you're calling from and what's your contribution on the ground report this morning? What's supposed to make news?
Morning.
Hi, good morning to you, sir.
From Valencia, I'm Dad's husband.
Hey, nice. Well, I know, Mr. Das, you will be at our first meeting in in the back of the market there, Alexander Street.
Yes, I'll be there, understanding.
Nice, and only make sure they tell all the Valencia people that are part of this and want to give that support that we look forward in seeing them this Wednesday, 6 p.m. in the back of the market, Alexander Street.
Yes, man. Thank you very much.
All right, man. Thanks so much for calling. I'll be giving out some numbers, so in case, but you all can call me and I will or send the text where you live in, your name, so we will be scheduling you, because the jerseys, the Andy for Grandi jerseys, will only be for the people that is a part of the team and are walking with us on a Saturday. So what's supposed to make news, Trinidad and Tobago, that's not making news? This is your voice. This is your program, The Ground Report. How was your weekend? Morning, caller.
Good morning to you, my brother, Andy.
Good morning,
Williams, Mighty K, Lennox Smith, and all the ground reporters. This is Bishop Martin here from Arima.
Hey, Bishop Martin from Arima. And let me say a pleasant good morning to the Arima team, man. Oh, boy. Go ahead, Mr. Bishop Martin.
All right, so...
Pagay, good morning. Darrell, Daniel, Metal Man, all of you, the whole clip. Good morning to each and every one of you, the Arima team. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, so I just want to correct a couple things, and I want to say to you that I will inform all my relatives, because I have a lot of relatives living in Valencia, Benny Road, Plantation, and these places.
Nice, so you'll make sure and give them the number. I will send me their numbers, so I will call them personally and invite them to that meeting on Wednesday, please God.
Yeah, man, I will do that. After the program, I will do that.
Yeah, but you get in contact with them first, let them know to expect the call, and then I will deal with it from there.
Of course, no problem. Yeah. And I want to correct a few things, because I think it's becoming kind of irritating to me for some of the callers and even some of the announcers that always saying the religious people not doing nothing, And I mean, come on. Let me be real, my brother Andy. I am a bishop of the Orisha faith, and you, Mikey, and would have seen the text messages I sent you all, how the prime disaster of this country embarrassed me and refused to assist me to help the people. I don't know if you all could remember that.
Yes. You go ahead, Mr. Martin. Everybody's listening. I can remember that.
And I, as a religious leader myself, I don't know if people could remember. If Trinidad and Tobago just have a 7 days memory still. Some of the biggest marches it had in Arima was orchestrated by me. We had 3. We march against crime, we march against violence, we march against... We have been on the ground. So I want to beg Trinidad and Tobago, please, don't use one brush to paint all religious leaders. Please. And thank you. Hey, gentlemen, you all have a blessed day. Stay safe.
Thank you very much, Bishop Martin. Good morning, caller. Where are you calling from? What's your contribution on the ground report this morning? What's supposed to make news that not making news? This is your voice. Good morning to you.
Good morning, the ground report. This is Tunapuna here. Andy, Lennox, Mikey, wherever you are, and the ground report family. I want to just draw your attention, people, Trinidad and Tobago, to something that is very, very relevant that is taking place today. You see what is happening in South Africa? The party, the ANC, the African National Congress, who liberated the people. In fact, well, I should say, try to, and we got them out of the apartheid system. You see what's happening today? The people are the ANC, from all indicators, it is most likely they will lose the election. So, you know, it is not loyalty to party, because what I saw on the news, and I keep following the news, the people say that they are suffering what they're hoping and they expected is that their life would have improved, things would have been better under the ANC, you understand, and corruption and what have you and what have you. I am drawing a parallel to this, Sandy, is that people here in this country who have their loyalty to PNM is seeing that PNM has destroyed this country. There is absolutely no hope. There seems to be no signs of recovery or nothing at all, especially for poor people suffering and whatnot. And I hope those people who vote for the PNM and continue to support them, if they could take a picture out of that, what the people in South Africa is saying, to hell with loyalty to you. If you cannot provide and the necessary thing of good governance and what have you, improve our lives, you have to go. And similarly, that has to take place in Trinidad and Tobago. Because if the PNM, you all are die-hard supporters and all, you say, what? They will die a PNM and whatnot. And you see, nothing has been happening. Then therefore it was cause for you of concern. And therefore you have to vote on the PNM. Now, Andy, let me just draw your attention to something. Lennox, are you listening to me, Lennox?
You go ahead. We are
loud
listening.
and clear, loud and clear, loud and clear. Go ahead.
Lennox, I want you to read Sunday Express, page 15. That's June the 2nd.
No, you go ahead because you go and read it anyhow. Go ahead. He go do it too, but you go ahead.
Go Guyana, go. You read that article, Lennox?
What's the name of it? Go ahead.
The headline is Go Guyana, go.
No. I haven't seen it. No.
I want you, my brother, to read that article.
Yeah, I'll do that. You go ahead.
And what it is showing you is this, that the progress Guyana is making, the investment, the development, the seeking the interest, every aspect of governance, they are concentrating on building a new refinery, building institutions and everything then up. And in addition to that, they're going into the energy sector, not only the gas, but the gas sector too as well. And you know what is going to happen? Lennox, because what is from the article, we are going to be bystanders. We will be left in the rain, where we were one of the main players with the gas, in the energy sector in the Caribbean. And because the Point Lisa is most likely going to be shut down, you know. When you hear Guyana get kick-started, and Lennox, my brother, it is frightening. You see, when I read these things, I want my people, Trinidad and Tobago, don't feel too napuna just calling to talk the thing. I want all you to get down and get these articles and read these articles, and you're going to see what government is doing for their country as compared to what is happening to our country. And here it is. Government cannot explain how much $3-point-something billion revenue loss. Well, thief, I had to say. But you come in today in the parliament, because you're today's parliament, and they come in to ask for $2-point-something billion, 2.3 or how much billion dollars more. You just had a budget just the other day, October month, a couple of months ago, and you come in for a midterm thing. And Lennox, if you read what these things said, what this budget is going to place emphasis on, it's what was budgeted for in the national budget. How the hell now you could come to tell me you calling for things that what you had to get the Ministry of Energy $570 million, Ministry of Public Utilities $527, Ministry of Health $495, Ministry of Works and whatnot. Where all these monies, where the billions of dollars was allocated to these various ministries enough, where they went, where was it spent? Huh? And now you coming back and the audacity of it is in but saying this is not a budget as some people making it sound and whatnot. This is a midterm review. But the thing is this, that you come in for money that you are already allocated for in the national budget. So it just goes to show you they cannot account for it. And you know what they're going into? They're going into our reserves. They're going to borrow. Because as you heard Keith Rowley saying yesterday. And this emphasis, what he placing on the revenue authority, is that they're going to after to collect the taxes and what have you and what have you. Because if we don't get that, we would not be able to pay salaries and all the social benefits and what have you. What the hell you travel all over the world? How much trips you make? How much foreign investment have you brought back to this country to bring revenue? In fact, our main revenue is by shutting down petrol trains. This is why we're in this predicament. Understand what I'm saying? People Trinidad and Tobago understand what is going on. And finally, I want to say this. You see the hypocrisy of the police service and all the protective services who condemning Kamala and whatnot, I think, for her statement with, if you're being threatened and whatnot, shoot to kill and whatnot, I think. And all of them coming out, and if you hear they're making a mockery out of what the woman say. But isn't this same woman who was part of our government, who provided police stations for all you, who gave all your vehicle, air-conditioned vehicle, when people are saying they're giving all your vehicle to make all you comfortable, all you go just sit down and relax and all you won't work. And many other things, including the $1,000 that she gave to all you, and also that she mentioned about giving all your family $1 million in the event that all you die in duty. Isn't this somebody who have the interest of the police service at heart? And even telling all you that if somebody points a gun at all you, and all you feel all your life has been threatened, shoot. I listen to this Gideon fella and all these so-called head of the various things, the prisons and the police and whatnot. Say Michael Tees was the police second division unit rep. Went up as a candidate for the PNM. Now you see Gideon, you having a police commissioner who's an absolute failure, who cannot motivate or mobilize the police service. The reappointment and all you're going along with that. All you have a minister of national security who's a waste of blasted time. You have the person in charge of the security council who's a waste of time. All you are commenting about crime is being ridiculed. You remember, and the same Keith Rowley who ridiculed the police when they did find the DUI, the DSS, the $22 million and things that cannot account for. And he said he have absolutely no confidence in the police service. That he had to go to England and to Barbados and for them to send police and whatnot and things, to come and investigate and whatnot. He ridiculed and condemned the police service to the worst. And today these fellas and them batting for the PNM, and Kamala making things, talking about things in the interest of the police to make sure they get firearms to go home after duty and whatnot to protect. And because sometimes, when these fellas and them outside, they could stop robbery and crime and whatnot, I think, once they have their license firearm with them. So she's doing things in the interest of them. But these camps and them, these crooks, who they have a so-called police and whatnot, I think. And Lennox, let me tell you something. Putting 1,000 policemen every year, a new bunch of them on things, that what can't solve crime, you have to have plans. You have to have things that to put in place, that to deal, catching criminals and whatnot. And not only to catch them, but you have to put things in place that to avoid people getting into crime. Benefits, work, employment, all these kind of things. These things are happening. So putting out a set of policemen there, thing, and you have some of these very said police involved in criminal activities. So friend, let me tell people in Trinidad and Tobago, if all you feel PNM really care about we, them don't care about we. They will just fool we, and we falling for that. So the time has come when this gentleman. Okay, Lennox, have a good day, brother.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The lines are open, Trinidad and Tobago. Time check, it's 46 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock, and you're listening to the Ground Report. The lines are open. The numbers to call 229-0251, 229-0251, or 239-5120, 239-5120. Or give us a WhatsApp call, or send your WhatsApp voice note at 366-3053, 366-3053. Make sure and do that.
And Mr. Tulipone is quite correct. Guyana will be what Trinidad and Tobago should have been. But the big difference here is that poor management, lack of vision, myopia, going out of style, and greed, and fleecing, of course, and depleting the national wealth and the treasury of the country. A bunch of parasites who have disappointed and anti, of course, nationalistic and patriotic. That is what we have purporting to be and parading as government in this country, and we must be conscious of that fact. I have some announcement as well, some good news.
Hold on 1 minute again.
Back.
Go ahead, caller.
Oh, go ahead, caller. Go ahead,
Good
caller.
morning, Andy. Morning. Morning, Lennox. Morning, Mikey K. Morning, Chan Bigo. Gong reporters throughout worldwide.
Yes.
Andy, no, right now, only on different topic here, but I am on right now. It's overbearing, it's frustrating, it not easy right now. And the way the country going, I don't know. Probably I can explode, right? Now, for the past 9 months, I was working with PRD. I was doing my best. I was going to work at everything on time. But we have some people on the ground that doing things unscrupulously, advantaging workers, doing workers discriminatory things without the office even knowing. Right? Once you can't follow through with them, want to because the running racket and the people that work, the sending you home without the office knowing, you would know what's going on, you telling yourself when it's coming from the office. It so happened that we reached down head office in Kuva. The office don't know nothing about what is taking place on the ground, especially at the borough in Dingo Martin. A matter of fact, all the corporation in Dingo Martin. Well, since after the carnival, I have been home without any warning letter, without any verbal. And so far, we went to the office. The office said they would pick up the mantra. Up to now, I still home. Without pay anything and nothing else taking place. This is why I was calling for a lawyer. Well, I done reach Labour Board already. Labour Board said they'd pick it up. And they asked me to go back to the office to find out if that sanction had come from the office, which not. And so far, nothing has taken place. And Andy, right now, I going through a piece of therapy here. Right? And I been real honest, you know me. I am a man. Right now, I can't provide for my child and them home right now because I can't send them to school. So far, my son get back in school. He's back out in school, but I couldn't send him out there because not the game to go out to school. Not even passes to travel because it's Mokrapo where he going. And right now, it's reaching up to my head now by Andy by. I just see how quiet I'll be. I hardly calling because I just want to be calling to make it sound like I so looking for handout now, boy. But Andy, man, I have it up to my throat right about now, dog. You dig? Because I be home here and my child watching me and I can't provide nothing for them, dog. It's only God alone knows, boy. And if I do certain things, people go say, oh God, why it is steady I was to go and do that? You know, you can, but at the end of the day, boy, Andy, boy, I want to better do things for myself too, dog. I can't be looking out and begging people for nothing, boy, dog, boy. And it's overbearing right about now. Right? So this is why I was calling. At least if it is, I can go on to Mr. Ramdin, the lawyer for the UNC, dog, so that I can send my plight to you and let you understand what going on, can take up my mantra. That would be well grateful, boy, because ask Lennox to do me a favor and watch me, real pain and sorrow by Andy, boy. This weekend I went to a piece of pain, means I want to talk about on the radio, dog. Right? I just asking for that little assistance.
For a lawyer.
I'll be well appreciated, boy.
Teddy, would it be all right, because they were asking me, would it be all right for the union head that is connected to that particular company? We have confirmed that. Would it be all right for me to give him your number so he could probably call you today?
Yeah, I have no problem with that, Lennox, boy, because I really need assistance, right, boy, but because right now, my current...
another situation that almost like yours, but is a industrial relations matter, and I think they did well in terms of all parties were satisfied with the outcome. So maybe I will have them contact you today, and I think you could take it up from there. Where I can make an input, I certainly will.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lennox. Look on and listen, have a wonderful and blessed day. But I don't know if this week could fall in here for me, boy. Dog, I have it up to what you, dog.
I will communicate with you. I'll communicate with you. We do. I understand the challenges that you have at this time. And when I say challenge here, I am not making an understatement. It's a serious statement. When it's a matter of people can't put food on the table, that is a serious matter.
So true, Trinidad and Tobago. Oh boy, the lines are open. The numbers to call 229-0251, 229-0251, or 239-5120, 239-5120, or give us a WhatsApp call at 366-3053.
I sent you the clip with Imbert, sorry, and his statement that everything is honky dory, the economy is booming, and then sometime later on he said that
it loading. Go ahead, caller.
All right, okay, good. Good morning.
Andy for Gandhi.
And Grandy,
And
say
Grandy
the
for
one
Andy.
Andy. Yes, my brother. And we have the first meeting where?
And I endorse.
Yeah, tell them what the meeting is, man.
Andrew and Alexis Street, behind the market.
Yes.
Just by the health center.
When it is?
Wednesday, 6 p.m.
Yes.
This Wednesday, day after tomorrow.
Nice.
You're coming from Arima side, first road left. You're coming from any village, just as you cross the bridge, turn right. So here we're going on. I endorse Andy for Grandy. And I endorse my political leader, the star, for the winning slate. Because there will be a palace school if Russian Pare Rambali and Dinesh Rambali and Anita Haynes and this next one they call Rodney Charles, because they have hidden in the wool to pull wool over people's eye. And I want the supporters to understand we had enough of separation under the PNM. And our esteemed political leader, Ms. Kamla Prasad Bisesa, has proven herself to give us equality across the board, to have an opportunity to provide for ourselves. You see that caller who just called and he cried for opportunity? We had that underneath our political leader, Ms. Kamla Prasad Bisesa. So let me don't play Russian roulette. The Kate farmers are fighting like a dolly house. But anyway, Uncle Lennox, I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Do you remember a Mr. called Mr. Lawrence Dupre? He owned one of the biggest company in this country, a conglomerate. The PNM went after him, where the state Canadians only put up a $7 billion bond. And all of you would have been benefited from the money, but they put it in private hands to enjoy the wealth. He went to Guyana and negotiated to open a refinery after the Atlas methanol plant here, to invest in Guyana to open a refinery. So you see, after the pressure in Trinidad, and they didn't give him away. Because you see why today what we only wanted? The energy sector, just like Eric William in Amoko days, to get everything and all the wealth for them to control it and suffer we. And yes, still a man could call and suffer and show he's suffering on the radio. That's to tell you what the PNM make up. So you see why it is now everybody running down in Guyana because of the wealth. And we are 100 years of neglect. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, oh boy. Next caller. Nice. Good morning, caller. Where you calling from? What's your contribution on the Ground Report this morning? Go ahead, caller.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Andy, good morning to you and Lennox Smith and Mikey K. Hope you all good.
Yes. Go ahead, Lyndon Mark.
I'm sure we heard last night a number of things with respect to a shooting in a hospital.
Yeah, boy, I shoot.
Clearly, you can see. I am really wondering, where is the president of Trinidad and Tobago? Because the moment you realize that some persons can move to invade into a hospital space, that is supposed to be considered a neutral zone for persons to be healed, healing the sick, etc. And persons are going into these zones to commit crimes. It literally tells you that the country is not in a good place. But more so, Andy, to see that these criminals would have went into a hospital. Port of Spain Hospital is not a small place. It is a very, you have to consider it a sizable building. And to see that they were able to do that, then my question is, did they catch the criminals in real time? whilst they were moving on with these shootings, or is it that they got away? I'm really not too sure because Besson Police is not 15 minutes away from Port of Spain General Hospital. And I'm really wondering if the Ministry of National Security really has a proper crime plan. So it's a real question that we have to ask. Finally, I want to say this on your station because I'm really not too sure where the journalism community is at. Last week we saw the arrest of, or week before last week we saw the arrest of a Canadian blogger by the name of Chris Hughes. And we saw a situation where this man has been able to go into, or let me say penetrate gang elements and capture their stories. And today they are saying that he's charged with sedition. I want to employ you all to directly take our real responsibility as the media to go back and research this thing that we call sedition. The Sedition Act of 1920, literally, would have been done in the time when we did not know of anything called the humanitarian or what we call the fundamental rights that are currently enshrined by our laws today that gives citizens rights as human beings. 1948, literally, the world went ahead and created these laws. And then Eric Williams, 1 week after the country got independence, told the world that we are going to honor these laws as it relates to signing under the United Nations. So my question is, one, why do we have a real international report saying that what that just came out in 2022, that our government literally on specific occasions use this Sedition Act in order to suppress freedom of speech or to suppress freedom of expression? Why are they doing that? Is it that we are really a signatory to the United Nations, or is it that we have police officers, and I need to say this on your station, is it that we have police officers who are the tools of government ministers at their doing when it comes to suppressing free speech? And we need to be asking these questions because only the way they went ahead to arrest this Canadian, it makes us look very bad internationally as a country that is saying that we are to the United Nations. And let me say this to you all. The Deputy Commissioner of Police, Suzette Martin, needs to be investigated. They need to be investigating these officers literally who came into arresting this blogger and find out literally on what just cause did they have to really arrest this man, where it comes to the media and him directly highlighting their stories. The Sedition Act of 1920 cannot be applicable in 2024 when, let's say, Eric Williams, who they want to label as the father of the nation, went ahead to the United Nations to give us human rights. Something literally have to be wrong with the judiciary, and things have to be investigated at a deeper level. That is my contribution.
Thank you, Lyndon Mark. Tobago. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Right. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Nice, like I see in Lennox organizing for school day. Here in the background day, boy, Lennox, boy. Yes. Oh boy.
I hear you. You have a little talent in studio. But of course, I did make reference to Mark's presentation or his contribution this morning. I think it is extremely valid. I think any self-respecting Democrat or anybody living in a society that has respect for fundamental freedoms will generate a certain amount of chagrin and maybe consternation as well as to the position of the government. Clearly, when you hear, of course, the Minister of National Security speak in the way that he has, you want to believe that you're some way maybe in Russia and in some kind of, should I say, autocratic state where, of course, the one man speak and no man back scenario exists. Because I cannot, for the life of me, understand why such a hullabaloo is made of this particular situation when, in fact, the whole world knows about Trinidad and Tobago. You have to be living in a fool's paradise.
But hold on that, because we have two callers on hold here. Go ahead, caller number one.
As the minister has demonstrated. Good morning.
Morning, caller.
Morning, ground report. Morning, Andy. Morning, Lennox. And Mikey K.
Valencia, morning to you.
You're troublemaker from Valencia.
Yes.
Good morning.
Mr. Lennox.
Hey.
You might remember a little bit of the history of the PNM. I will call some names and you will elaborate on it. You ever hear about a fellow called Patrick Solomon?
Yeah.
What is his contribution in the PNM of the country?
Police station man.
Well, explain a little bit to people, man. That man tell him, look me. I'm national security guard. I go, my son.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, you went to the police station, yeah. Do that, yeah.
And when they call, this is Prime Minister Manning. But
he went in a radio station and exhibited his authoritarian disposition.
All right. And now we come to the man who is presently contemporary, Rowdy. What you say about them who they dead?
He went to the president's house and, of course,
yes,
caused the withdrawal
dead?
of a short list there for Commissioner.
And then friend from Diego Martin. Brother, I've heard your story. I know understand what's going on. I live in an area or areas where poverty flourish. Let me tell you something. The man said, who dead? That's yet about nobody. Now, another story, and when I didn't get time to apologize. Took about 40 seconds further. On a Sunday Mirror, 26, page 3. Lock up, I am in plenty trouble. Trini cop charged with human trafficking and pleads for help. How we get in that bacchanal? And you calling people name for help from Trinidad? Yeah? And he got police service, you know, brother.
Thank you.
So what the previous callers are saying, there are people involved in the police service only making number. They collected numbers on the pocket, not in support for public. What is the requirement to be a policeman? Not size and connection. You have to have integrity. You have to have a service policy. You come to the public and serve.
Yes, thank you.
You're putting your life at risk. Is right. But when you do jackasses, you put your family life at risk. That is why some policemen get killed along the way. Because what you do other people innocently that's happening. And the men and women on top supposed to investigate.
Valencia, thank you.
Don't just talk by the gate.
Thank you, Mr.
Come and investigate and see what's going on the ground.
Thank you, Mr. Valencia.
Try to go on top of a house and go from the ground. A country don't go from top, go from the ground. So ground report taking things from the ground. We know what the hell are going on.
All right, Panchan. Don't forget Wednesday evening, 6 o'clock in the back of the market.
I don't have that in the back. Hey, I don't have that in the back pocket. In railway to come out there. I have something to tell you what's going on in Valencia.
All right. All we had a cut Panchan. Hey, boy. Be easy, you know. Oh, boy, but what's man? When he out there, he walking, he talking to people, he meeting people. He's one of them just selling handy for Grandy boy Lennox Smith.
Yeah. In fact, I was in not Toko, but Kumana on Saturday. Yes, on Saturday.
And you hear me talk to him?
I did pass by him, and we had a very. In fact, he didn't want me to leave, but I had some matters dealing with in Port of Spain in the studio, and I had to, of course, break the conversation. Otherwise, he'd have kept me up there whole time. So yes,
Morning,
and he
caller.
has a wealth of knowledge as well, about the area and other matters that are extraneous to that. But I was hoping to say, let me say one time that the people, we are back on tonight on the corridor transformation. The the technical matters have been resolved. And of course, the proof of the pudding, of course, is tonight. So I beseech all and sundry to lock on from 8 o'clock, when, of course, I will be reintroducing and making my debut.
Just now, let Lennox finish, caller.
On the corridor transformation. But go ahead. I will just weave that in as we speak, because the callers are more important.
No, they as important, not more. As important as your message.
Well,
and
to be more important.
Go ahead.
Without them, we don't have a program.
Yeah, shoot. Go ahead, caller.
I'm morning, Andy, morning, Lennox, right?
Morning.
I'm calling from Freeport, Mike.
Freeport.
I have a complaint to WhatsApp. No water for 13 days. Imagine the public holidays, weekend, since last week, Wednesday. 13 days and no water. Could anybody from Wassa help in the situation?
Where's the name of the street? Where's the name of the street in Freeport?
Sudas Road, Upper Caps, German.
Subas Road.
Sudat.
Sudat Road.
Yeah.
All right, so Wassa Sudat Road in Freeport haven't have water 2 weeks now, you say, boy?
15 days, boy.
All right, well, like 2 weeks. One more day, well, like 2 weeks, 2 weeks. At the end of the day.
One more day. Hey, you know, man, I have 3 tanks and they're empty, boy. And these people now, they're not caring about you. I call them this morning. I call them again. My number was 17. I can't wait on 17.
Man, that number don't go down, eh? Boy, all right, thank you.
Man,
yeah, man, thank you very much. Oh boy, let's go to the next call. Morning caller, where you calling from? What's your contribution on the ground report this morning?
Okay, morning, good morning. Calling from Port of Spain. Good morning, Andy.
Hey, good morning to you.
Andy, listen, I want to find out something. Trying to have a fraud squad by any chance?
A fraud squad, yeah.
Yes, we do. We do have one.
But
Yes.
for us, the poor people.
So, yes.
Yeah.
So listen, so
That's
why
right.
in Blue hasn't been in...
Trinidad has one. Go ahead.
But there's only that
Yes,
fraud
so
squad
why
is only
in-
for poor people. How all that fraud them
Because
politicians them? Go ahead, caller. Go ahead.
Listen,
let's hear what
I
he
am,
has to
I
say,
am
yeah.
wondering. I'm wondering how come Inbut and how come Inbut is not being investigated and the fraud squad in moving there and start to deal with Inbut and these people. I mean, this is massive evil in the land. You know, you telling me that $3 billion missing, right? And the fraud squad in spring into action. Is it? What is really going on in this country? This place had to be crazy. Anyway, look, I go on, yes, man. Have a blessed day, brothers. God bless.
Thank you so much. Oh boy, let's go to the next call. And again, don't forget, Valencia. A pleasant good morning to you, the people of Valencia. Andy for Grandy. Team will be having the Valencia meeting this Wednesday, 6 p.m. in the back of the market, Alexander Street. For those of you that don't have a number to the various activists within the area, you all can call me at 366-3053, 366-3053, or you all can send me a text or a WhatsApp message, your name and what area, and that goes for Grandy too. For the next meeting will be Grandy, the Grandy arm. So don't forget to give me the call, 366-3053, 366-3053, or text to you Valencia people and the Grandy people. But Valencia, Wednesday, please God, 6 p.m. in the back of the market, our first meeting on the way forward for the people of Valencia. What we're going to do is take a quick break and come back. Well, let me take this quick call here quick. Go ahead, caller.
Morning, gentlemen. The Barakpur
The
calling.
Barpo, go ahead, my brother.
Andy, I wonder if that man was calling that he didn't have water. He come out last week, day boy. when we went on the protest. I wonder if this next one we're calling about the fraud squad, he was there outside there too. Them don't understand all these is issues where when you come out, you could highlight it and demand from the government where they're failing. But they go sit down, let all of them sit down and let their throat get dry and crisp, where they can't breathe and expect water to come in their lines. Because everybody wants somebody to do something for them in this country. Nobody want to get up and say, hey, we had enough. Because you know what? They're afraid. There's a set of coward imps, yellow belly, that when you see time come to highlight an issue, to come out there and show, hey, yeah what? We are getting water. Why all this money missing? They sit down in the house like some little coward and afraid because you know what? They're afraid a little tear gas or they might get locked up. What if we go and make a jail? So what if you make a jail? Sit down in your house and beg for water. Beg for what's going on. That you can't, your roads bad and your children them can't get proper schooling. You go to the hospital and you can't get medication. Sit down in your house and quarrel and call Andy for that. But when time to do something, you're like a little coward, a little... I don't want us to be too disrespectful on the phone. And that is where we are in this country. A sort of people only say no and want others to do for them. And then they come in and say, well, we have no water. And then you see Marvin Gonzalez and Rowley and them when they're campaigning, they're running with the Chiran for them to kiss the Chiran with a nasty mouth. And then
oh, Lord.
Next 5 years is pressure for them again. And you know what they're doing after? They calling Andy. Andy, we are getting water, boy. Rowley promised me that we will get water 24 hours. And look, we vote for him and we are getting it. Kamala go take away we laptop and Kamala go raise food price. So we are voting for she. We're voting for Rowley. And now the 5 times fuel price, no laptop, bad road, everything that you could think about. And you know what? Call Andy. Have a good morning, gentlemen. Take care.
Andy boy, the truth does offend. And people just get irascible. They get vexed. Like what has happened with this Christmas individual, this V-blogger. Yeah.
Nice. Let me take our next call, but I'm seeing here. Good morning, Andy. It's 20 days we are without water in 3 roads. Upper Karipachaima. We are pleading with WASA for water. WASA. 20 days. 3 roads. Upper Karipachaima. For God's sake. Marvin Gonzalez. Oh God, all get the people. We want water. We want water. We want water. We want water.
I want to show you how opportunistic Gonzalez and these fellas are. Kamala Prasad Bisesa said, supporting one of the candidates, I think in the Korea Corporation, in the by-election. And she said that, listen, Gonzalez came and cut a ribbon, opened up a particular supply of water. And she said, well, listen, they did that, and as usual, just as Naikwan, nothing afterwards. You know, he is most upset because I think two residents said that they were getting a regular supply and they are satisfied with the supply. Well, we know why they are saying what they are saying, but the opportunistic nature of these fellas, he is most upset now because, of course, they tell a lie on him and self-righteous indignation, and suddenly he's an honest man, not telling us that tomorrow he will tell us that the reservoirs are and water cannot be had in so many places in Trinidad. Come on.
Go ahead, caller.
Hello. Good morning. Yes, it's me again. I wanna say, Andy, it is unfortunate that this caller that just called us now. I want to let him know that I has been on every match on the ground report. I can't listen, man. I remember that particular Sunday when the police and them started pelt canisters and things behind us with these tear gas and things. So I want to tell him it is unfortunate for him to make remarks about people and having this kind of judgment on people. Look, sir, whoever you is, you better check yourself. You understand? Because apparently that you saying things that you don't have no real evidence of, right? So in the future, when you're making those kind of comments, please be very careful about what you're saying, because you don't know who does come out from who don't. Okay, so have a blessed day.
Nice. And where do I have water again?
Well said, well said. I like the caller's response because one has to be not too judgmental or too prejudgmental. And therefore, you must have your facts before you can speak. So I'm glad that the caller called back to defend himself. That is important for us here on the ground report.
Being too early. I just called to say Andy for Gandhi and Gandhi for Andy. And morning to all the listeners and all the people who was calling and talking about Donald Trump. That is the system. The system is the man is guilty like hell. And we need now to go after Rowley and put Rowley in jail. And all the money that they're stealing and all those CNN politicians. We need to put them in jail too. All right? And that's the system in America. You're guilty, you get a jury. And all the callers will call and tell me, oh, well, it's conspiracy. Brother, man, you don't know nothing. Okay? You guys don't know nothing. The man is guilty, and it's good for him. They should lock him up. For Gandhi for Andy. Andy, all the sedition laws, it's only to feed the CNN lawyers just to get them money. That's all they need to do.
All right, Raj, my American caller. You did offer wheelchair. I hope you did get in contact with Lennox Smith them. But if you have a link here for wheelchair, give me a call now. Because by the amount of people call for wheelchair, when I think you was only giving off, was only had one or two offer. So call me after the program now. I want about 10 to 15 wheelchair, boy. We need about 10 to 15 wheelchair. Raj, you're out there. You had the link here. We need wheelchair. We need wheelchair. Yeah, we gotta get some wheelchair for some people, man.
Yeah, you got factory, bro. You got factory.
Yeah, Raj had organized some wheelchair there, man.
Yeah, because one of the issues in Trinidad really is the amputations that take place because of what is considered to be non-communicable disease such as diabetes and so on.
Nice.
And, you have to look at the diet, look at the exercise and so on to live a little longer and to live with their extremities, particularly the lower ones.
Nice. So again, Trinidad and Tobago, we're going to take a break after this caller here. Don't forget Valencia. The Andy for Grandy first in Valencia meeting will be taking place this Wednesday coming 6 p.m. in the back of the market, Alexander Street. And for those of you who are interested in being a part of the Andy for Grandy team, the way forward, the winning team in the upcoming general elections, don't forget you can give me a call at 366-3053, 366-3053, or send me a text message with your name and where you live at 366-3053, again, 366-3053. Grandy people, when we come for the second arm of the Andy for Grandy meeting, you all can take the number one time, send the messages, call, because I will be calling you all back to invite you all, so long as you are interested to be a part of this team. Go ahead, caller.
Let me say Andy for Grandy, Grandy for Andy.
Thank you very much, Kingsley.
And good morning to you, Lennox Smith. Good morning to Mikey.
Good morning to you as well, my friend.
Who I believe was to be on just now. And I tell them at all. Phone was off all morning. I do not know why to have the phone. Every evening, phone off too. It seems that
what? Kingsley, we ain't here.
To show my support.
Kingsley, your reception bad. I had to cut here, boy. Kingsley, reception bad. Let me take one more. We had to go for a break and come back. I had no choice. Your really reception was bad. Nobody went up in you understanding what you're saying, because I don't always understand what you were saying. Morning caller, where you calling from? What's your contribution on the ground report this morning? What's supposed to make news that not making news? This is your voice. Go ahead, caller.
Good morning to the most truthful righteous station of the truth of Trinidad and Tobago. Morning, Mr. Andy. Morning, Mikey K.
Mr. X-Man.
Morning,
Malcolm
Lennox.
X.
Boy,
Yes, good
well, you
morning
have
to you
to
as well,
go
my
for a
friend.
break. I have to tell you all, I miss all you. But the program always my concerns, so I keep listening. I mean to say, we have plenty to talk, and I know you have to go on a break. But Andy, Lennox, and Mikey, I want when Malcolm X talking next, maybe tomorrow sometime on the station, I want to be in the presence of the three of you all, because we have to talk of this serious issue of what taking place with my people. When I mean my people, you could call them whatever you want, Afro, Trinidadian, African, or who not seeing the light of what this government really doing. And I want to say, if we look carefully, the UNC and the next party with Washington Power and with Mr. Pandey's daughter, when you watch is power. Three people who is East Indians know what is power. We, the Africans, we don't want to identify of knowing who we are and lost in space. And we have to be supporting a party what actually putting us back in slavery. You know, I listened to the news with Rowley telling the Minister of Finance in an interview with the Saipa thing, we went in the partner and them hotel, slave grandchildren hotel, and telling in both, go ahead, don't wait on no law again and don't wait on nothing. Deal with the things with the custom and exile and go straight, don't get no delay. But yet still, you ain't telling in both to clear up the concern of the taxpayers' money, what he cannot give account for. Listen to me now, man. Trinidad and Tobago, all you really in waiting to see what's going on. The East Indians and them are right, you know. The Chinese are right, you know. The Syrian are right, you know. The Lebanese are right, you know. You know who not all right? We, the Negro hard-haired people who voting for a party, who if we look around, you ain't hear BP coming back, all in here Shell here, just now Esso coming back, just now Chase Manhattan Bank and all the people who in 1970 we marched, we was taking we resources, come back. I want to tell all you one thing. 2 hours and a half flight from here to our next country, we're close to where most of the money was banking and might be still banking. You know where the resources, Trinidad and Tobago, and my people? The Panama Canal is bringing $1 billion as resources for Panama with 4 million people. And you wouldn't believe it's 2 resources they have that they say they're depending on. Tourism and the Panama Canal. And if you see, you could get a lunch there for $10. You get a jeans pants for $3. You could get a fair meal, price of a house and all your watch what's going on. Where we had $3 billion can't be accounted for. And everybody just walk back, and the people who voting, who have the power to vote, the Indian people don't know how they vote because they're together. We, the lost sheep in the desert, and we voting for we slave master children. Rowley and them, look at what they're doing. We depend on our AGC house. Where some of we have to lie to get it and can't afford to pay for it. Now you looking to do custom and exile at all these government places where people had a job security. All you're telling them, go back to the rich in order to help the poor. Let me tell all you something. I heard in a lecture in my absence, anybody who make you depend on anybody, it's a slave master. And right now, this government, we want we to depend on the 1%, and who rich is who putting we back into the hands of the slave master grandchildren. Boy, Andy, all you have a blessed day. I miss all you, but let me tell you, the African Trinidadians, all you just watch how the politics going between who fighting who for power, and watch who voting for a party who not giving we power. All you have a blessed day, but so much to say, Trinidad and Tobago, Malcolm X, don't need deal with reality. I don't deal with dreams. All you have a blessed day, Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you very much. We go for a quick break and come back, Trinidad and Tobago. When we come back, more right here on the Ground Report. We'll be back.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Looking for top quality and affordable hardware supplies? Then look no further than Midland Hardware, number 97 Eastern Main Road, Arouca. We stock a wide range of tools, water tanks, blocks, lumber, steel, and everything you need for your home and business project. Check out our new display of steel windows and assorted designs of metal curtain rods. Midland also stockpiles sand, gravel, topsoil, and more. We have a variety of kitchen faucets, face basins, and toilet sets, bathroom mat sets, all garden tools, hand tools, generators, power washers, and water pumps. Customers can make payments via links, credit card, online payment, and cash on delivery. WhatsApp 327-7761 for free quotations, or give us a call at 646-2144. Open every day, Sunday to Sunday from 8 a.m. From foundation to finish, it's all at Midland.
For over 100 years, radio has been the most accessible, and to date, it's still the most listened to medium everywhere. More FM 104.7 is programmed so you can hear us everywhere. Never miss a beat. This station and its programming is fit for the listeners everywhere with the most variety in Trinidad and Tobago. You are guaranteed to reach your target market with More FM 104.7. Get more sales, get more clients. Book your ads today by calling us 221-4913.
A lucky homeowner will win a brand new car. Yes! A brand new Mitsubishi Expander Cross. Yes, park in your 4-vehicle parking space. Limited availability. Get in a gear with DG Homes' newest gated community, Daniel Estate. The oasis of Canoopia will satisfy your needs for a new lifestyle. Beautifully designed, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, modern interior, sophisticated finishings, with superbly manicured landscaped green spaces, front and backyard included, starting at $1.65 million. Call now and book a viewing. 691-5659. Beautiful home, beautiful car, beautiful life. Home is DG Homes, Daniel Estate, Canoopia.
Righteousness will prevail as the guardians of consciousness stand firm. Saturday, June 8th, the world of reggae welcomes the original fireman, Anthony B. The Fire Mason, John Mason. Black Loyalty.
My baby, I no
And more. Tickets available now. Courtyard 400, VIP stage front 800. Exclusively at Cachet Nationwide. Larry's Fashion Labels Chiguanas. Rennie Shoe Store. High Street San Fernando. Gastro's Arima. And online at Island E-Tickets. Brought to you by the Reki Ragunanan Group of Companies. DG Homes. And powered by Mackeson Triple Extra Stout. Angostura White Oak. B-Mobile and B-Mobile Secure. And Rick L Services.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Need quality printing at affordable prices?
Then look no further. At Graphic Source, we've got you covered. Take your project to the next level for all your designs and printing needs. From t-shirt printing to labels, signs, and banners. Look no further. Business stamps, flyers, tickets, and invites, just to name a few. With 2 convenient locations. Eastern Main Road, St. Augustine, opposite Massey's Doors. And Arima Shopping Center, Broadway Street, Arima. Contact us today. 342-2664, 270-0428, or 360-8917. Graphic Source, your #1 source. You name it, we design it and print it.
Music lovers, it's time to celebrate 20.
Get ready.
Join us as we roll out the red carpet for the inaugural More Music Festival. The More Music Festival. Book the date now. Saturday, 20th July. The More Music Festival.
Gonna make this a night to remember.
That's right, it's 20 years of incredible music. Soca, reggae, chutney, steel pan, R&B, and more. All on one stage. Join the More FM star-studded cast for a musical journey over 2 decades of hits.
Gonna make this a night to remember.
Saturday, 20th July, the More Music Festival.
A lucky homeowner will win a brand new car. Yes! A brand new Mitsubishi Expander Cross. Yes, park in your 4-vehicle parking space. Limited availability. Get in a gear with DG Homes' newest gated community, Daniel Estate. The oasis of Canoopia will satisfy your needs for a new lifestyle. Beautifully designed, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, modern interior, sophisticated finishings, with superbly manicured landscaped green spaces, front and backyard included, starting at $1.65 million. Call now and book a viewing. 691-5659. Beautiful home, beautiful car, beautiful life. Home is DG Homes, Daniel Estate, Canoopia.
Black is elegant. Black is seductive. Black is sexy.
Hyde and Fauk presents Black and Sexy.
Black and sexy.
You couldn't get me physical down.
An exclusive party experience.
June 22nd from 10 p.m.
At the Police Mess, Circular Road, St. James.
Black and sexy DJs for the night are
DJ Ramona and DJ Darrell.
Kevin Baker and Beats by Robin.
The massive Dr. Hyde and Rise International. Black and Sexy.
Tickets cost $100. You pay more at the door.
And available at Bobby's Bacurette,
Sammy's Seafood Arima,
No Luna Baruka,
Hunty's Outlet,
Fauk's Barbershop Mova, and at the Police Mess in St. James.
For more information and tickets, call 303-5920
or 748-0085. Black and Sexy.
Black and Sexy.
Saturday, 22nd of June at the Police Mess, Long Circular Road, St. James.
Sponsored by Tech Flex, powered by 104.7.
Big body, what's up?
Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. Shop at ADC Supermarket, Cleaver Road. A very comfortable and clean environment. These prices are unbelievable. Come see for yourself. We have the best alcohol prices. Don't miss out. Get those specials on liquor. Put food on your table with ADC Supermarket, conveniently located at number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima. Every Friday and Saturday is real vibes and live entertainment from your very own DJ Christian on Friday and Saturday. Everyone is talking about ADC Supermarket. Shop in comfort and in a clean environment with the best prices for all your grocery needs. Secured parking. Remember, free delivery. Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. ADC Supermarket, number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima.
Be Mobile and Be Mobile Secure welcomes you to the world of reggae. Saturday, June 8th, North Park, Queens Park, Savannah.
So I said, reggae music on ya.
The world of reggae. Featuring Shabba Ranks, Barrington Levy, Anthony B, Maxie Priest, Shawn Mason, Black Loyalty, and more. Powered by Macusson Triple Extra Stout, Angostura White Oak, and brought to you by Omega XL, We Quip, TT Rideshare, and the Ricky Ragunanan Group of Companies.
Shiny and Ari Restaurant. Open for breakfast and lunch. lunch. 7 days a week,
6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
67 Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standards. Serving local breakfast items like sada, pies, fry and roasted baked, with all your favorite fillings and assorted lunches.
Available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Get pilau as low as $25 or get combination lunches from $25 to $40. Crab and dumpling on Fridays, 12 noon to 3 p.m. Soup Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. A la carte with burgers, fries, nuggets, gyros, loaded hot dogs. Just about anything you could think about. From 6 p.m. Sunday to Sunday. For more information, call 382-9347 to place your order. Chinese and Ari Restaurant. Open 7 days a week at St. James.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life, because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Backed by popular demand, something extraordinarily exciting is happening all over the country. The Multiplier X Effect.
NLCB Scratch players have been extremely ecstatic as they can maximize their cash winnings with the multiplier trio of games.
For just $10, $20, and $50, play the trio of 10X, 20X, and 50X games for a chance to win your way to $10.5 million in cash and up to 45 chances to win.
The multiplier trio. Play all three and multiply the excitement today. Players must be 18 years and older. Please play responsibly.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Yes, indeed. We are back. Time check is just about 39 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. So, of course, those kids that are on their way to school, just now is test, and then, of course, the August or summer, some say, but I like to say August holidays, simply because we don't have 4 seasons in this part of the world. But certainly holidays are upon us, and I know you are anticipating. So, but do well first. You have to put things. You must prioritize, and one the major priority is to do well in your test, so that you can get the kind of remarks, the marks, and
so what? So when holidays when holidays come there now, Lennox, and now parents have to work, because remember it have a law too where you can't leave your children home by themselves so long as they're under 18, and the two parents have to work, right? Things done hard, so they have to now organize and pay for a babysitter of about what, one of their salaries. I just asking.
That is the harsh reality, and of course the authorities clearly are not concerned with whether or not the children are supervised based on or not supervised based on extenuating circumstance. Once that is the case, they are going to, of course, act. So you must put things in place to.
So you must find money for a babysitter.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying.
Where's you gonna make a jail if anything gone?
Yeah.
You
have to find
and nobody in making sure we must have employment opportunities and them thing by.
No, this is government. The government acts in silos. It acts in isolation. Property tax is not coming from the fixed salary, nor does increase electricity, nor increase water rates, nor increase in fares as a result of increase in gas and fuel and so on. The government doesn't think like that. They don't see cause and effect. They believe that they have to do this because they believe that should be done in isolation of all of the implications and repercussions that such a decision is made. And that is why we are in so much trouble. That is why we have a unrelenting crime situation. We have a disastrous, dysfunctional health system. We have a dysfunctional Ministry of National Security. We have a dysfunctional Ministry of Housing. We have a dysfunctional Ministry of Agriculture. And we can go on and on, including, of course, that of the Attorney General. One of the major planks of they wanting to have
but
this.
We have a call by the meanwhile, and then you all finish elaborate on that.
This review is, of course, getting more money for the Attorney General to, of course, fund projects. I call it projects, but really and truly it's briefs that the government consistently pursue and fail.
Exactly. Go ahead, caller.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Mikey,
good morning.
Tobago. Your blessings on this Monday morning, fellas. Mr. Malaba here.
Hey, Mr. Malaba, a pleasant good morning to you, my brother.
Pleasant morning to you, Andy. Andy for Gandhi, Gandhi for Andy.
Nice, and don't forget your family and friends that you know in Valencia. Let them know if they support Andy for Gandhi. Meeting is Wednesday, 6 p.m. in the back of the market, Alexander Street.
Blessings, man. That consider that done. Yeah, what's happening? Lennox, we also have a most dysfunctional Minister of National Security. And I want to touch a little bit this morning on this thing with the vlogger. Right? Now, I don't want to go into details because that is, it seems like that is headed the court, right? He is being charged. But let me just say this, right? Here's the minister. The minister, in response to that, is saying that these such things like this, posting those things on social media, they present TNT in a negative light. Now, I ask Heinz one simple question. Are you delusional, sir? Or are you living in perpetual denial or suffering from some kind of intellectual malnutrition or something? Huh? Trinidad and Tobago has been presented in a negative light for a very long time now, more so between 2015 to date. So how you can make a statement like that is presenting Trinidad in a bad light, negative light? We are already in a negative light. Hence the reason why countries have been placing travel advisories on their websites for years now, more so between 2015 to date. Right? People are afraid to come to Trinidad. This is not a close and shut issue. This is nothing that is hidden from the globe. Every part of the world now knows that Trinidad and Tobago is a crime-ridden state. Everybody know that. And why it is you going after the messenger? Why you going after the messenger? Why it is that Erla Christopher and her team did not simply use that video and go after those youths who were presented in the video with those firearms, and then use that to go after the persons who would have presented or issued them with the firearms. Why did they do that? Is something wrong in the police service in terms of how they fight in crime or who they seek to deem criminals in this country? What's so seditious of a man going and we have video whereby the actually is aiding the police service? That's how I see it. They are aiding the police service in bringing persons to justice in this country. But yet you want to lock up and charge a man and then come and talk this foolishness? Well, I want to close by telling Heinz this because this thing pissed me off when I saw that statement on the media. Right? Heinz, I learned this as a youth man growing up and it has always stuck with me. Whenever you open your mouth to talk, if whatsoever comes out your mouth is not more valuable than mere silence, minister, stay silent now. Because all you do is talk nonsense. You live in denial. You are far away from the facts. And the people of Trinidad will continue to suffer because you suffering from intellectual malnutrition. And it's about time we do something where crime is concerned in this country because you are actually perpetuating it. Have a good day, fellas. And blessings and Andy, see you up there Wednesday, man.
Sorry about that, Lennox Smith. Oh boy. Next caller. Good morning. Oh boy. So the lines are open here, Trinidad and Tobago. The lines are open. Morning, caller.
Yeah, Andy, it's me again, boy. That guy who chastised me when I call about water. Ask him if he signed the book near the matches. You get me there? Hello?
No, you make a contribution. I can ask. Because it come
No,
like I getting involved in that type of way. I can't get involved in that type of way. When callers are
You're not getting involved. I just want to let the man know because I'm sure he's listening.
Yes.
Find out the business first now. You don't chastise people. You calling me, sit down and telling me that I will, I'm not doing anything, but I want people to do things for me.
All right.
I was in the match.
Yes.
Signed the book. Ask him if he signed the book.
Yes, he
All
did
right,
too.
Fella, thanks very much.
All right. And this is what we don't have to practice or be a part of. That is the type of things our children are seeing, whereby we are going against each other when at the end of the day, the enemy is the PNM, Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley and the wicked government. That we have no choice as Trinidad and Tobago will not be going nowhere soon. We going through. We will be in the jaws of the IMF very soon. So come on, y'all. What's the focus? The pub this Christmas thing, the pub this Canadian man, all of that is a divert from the Auditor General. Yes. All of that is to divert you all from that. It's to divert you all too from the Revenue Authority that Rowley say, Minister, by every means necessary, make sure that is up and running. But Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley say, Minister of Finance, call him the real Prime Minister Imbert. This situation that we have going on of over 3-point-something billion unaccounted for, let us get clarifications on that. Before now, we hand you the Revenue Authority now. More money, you can remember that can't count and put the blame on public servants when nothing can happen without the permanent secretary signature and your signature as the Minister of Finance. So let don't be diverted. It's to throw you all off from studying you all too. Very important internal elections. So don't be turned off. Don't be at all. And don't get involved in those. Let's keep focus. Unity is strength. You may be working in a place and you don't like the owner or the manager or the head DJ or the head host or the editor or head of news. And even if you may not like your boss man, your employer, and when you go there, you have to know your limits. So all of us as opposition, all of us understand what's going on. All of us understand that the problem is the PNM and the PNM is the problem. All of us understand that we have to get this government out. Have to. Our life and livelihoods depend on it. And all of us have to organize and keep focus to do just that. So the lines are open. What's on your front burner? A pleasant good morning to you. Let's make use of the airtime that we have to make sure the talk we be talking can only enhance or help the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and in return help our country to get the hell out of this mad Rowley government. Jaws or claws. Go ahead, caller.
Morning, Pitbull. The Barakpo here again.
Go ahead, the Barakpo.
Barakpo, Pitbull, let me tell you something. I don't like to get into a tit for tat and I'm kind of chipping this because from day one, I just always be saying the focus for me is to ensure that we see the back of Rowley. The evil is PNM and PNM is the evil.
So true.
Only vehicle we have to get rid of Rowley and the PNM is Kamla Prasad Bisasa. Me, I want, when people calling and talking
that
about Rochester and Parry and all them talking, I just say, see me, I want to hear nothing about that. I want to hear about how we doing and what we need to do to get rid of Rowley, and we have to support Kamla Prasad Bisasa to do that. Now, you see how people is quick to respond when they feel something personal, somebody saying something personal to them. If the 1.4 million or 100,000 people in this country used to respond so quickly and so aggressively when something personally happened to them, Trinidad would be a better place. Colin Imbert and them would not be able to say one word more than the first word they say, and people address them aggressively and say, hey, you can't be saying that, you can't be doing this, and we'd have a better place. But no, they wouldn't focus their attention where it needs to be focused. All they need to do, and you know, they just take out excerpts some statement and try to personalize it. Your neighbor will get robbed. You sit down here and you're watching and you're laughing and you're singing. As soon as you see the bandit come on your house, you know you're looking for the neighbor to help you. And that's how we just operate in this country. Always looking for somebody else to come and help we in this country. We are going to stand up for ourselves and say, watch, this is affecting me today, you know, but it might affect me down the road. So here what? To hell with whoever who say what, I go in and support something. And I go in and stand up for something. Because tomorrow it might be knocking on my door. As soon as somebody says something personal to somebody, they want to attack them and generalize what they're saying. You understand? I don't care who come out to protest, and I don't care who calling on radio station and things. What I care about is that the people who are getting water didn't supposed to be calling on radio station and complaining that they're getting water, because they're supposed to demand they get water. That is their rights. The people who worried about Imbert thieving the money didn't supposed to be calling and highlighting that on our radio station about Imbert calling. We're supposed to demand where our money, because that is our money. And that is what I was trying to say. Not cannot do it. You know, who come out, you all could come and do all you want. That's all your business. And I don't afraid of nobody. Have a good morning. Take care.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, oh boy. The lines are open. The numbers are called 229-0251, 229-0251, or 239-5120, 239-5120. Or give us a WhatsApp call. We'll send it a WhatsApp voice note at 366-3053, 366-3053. Yes, Lennox. Wow. Information was whole 1 minute after connect you. Oh boy. Nice. Supposed to be connected there now. Go ahead, caller. Information, energy information man, call back right after this. Go ahead, caller. Wait, I ain't getting you, Anderson. I ain't getting you. I ain't hearing. There's nowhere. Wow. Go ahead by the time there, Anderson. Wait, boy. I'm trying to get this thing to hook up. Oh boy. So again, the lines are open. The lines are open by the meanwhile. The numbers are called 229-0251, 229-0251, or 239-5120, 239-5120, or give us a WhatsApp call at 366-3053, 366-3053. Let's see if we get any lines now. Oh boy. Morning, caller.
Morning. Hello. Hello.
Yes, we and you. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah. I wonder if I was here in Lennox, right? I'm calling from San Fernando. Right. Lennox playing the tape on the corridor transformation where what he was saying that Rowley say that his first job. Now he playing that tape over and over. His first job was to save the PNM. So he didn't come out to save the country. And I hear Lennox saying something just now that Rowley's first job, correct me if I'm wrong, Lennox, that his first job was to save the country. Did I hear you say that at all? But in my opinion, you playing the tape and then it's adding up. Hello?
Yes, we are listening.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. Because Rowley's first job was, and he said it himself on the tape that you play nightly.
Yeah,
right?
He said that to save the PNM.
Yeah. So it can't, no, this fella ain't come out to save Trinidad and Tobago at all because everything going wrong with this man, everything. So yes, so that I just wanted to clarify your statement and see if I was correct. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh boy. Let me see if Ria is in. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's organize and take one more call or so. Go ahead, caller. Turn down the volume.
Yes, yeah, turn down the volume, Andy. Andy, good morning again. Once again, to Trinidad and Tobago also. Andy, here I what I am looking at. Is the PNM government intelligent fools? Because when you really think about it, these people and them governing that country for almost 9 years now. And look at the state of this country. Look at the state of this country. Where are we going with this? What them people as human beings, by the way? I wonder if them as human beings, because I can't understand how come you walk the streets or you're living here and seeing the madness and the craziness going on in this country from murders go right back to everything else that is not right in this country. And it's like everything is normal. How we reach to this? What kind of a leader that's run a country like this? Listen, man, in both, let me tell you something. You see, trying to big money, find it and bring it back for us, please. That would be very nice of you to do that. Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you very much. Oh boy. Very, 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 very good observation. Very good. Oh boy. Ria, if you're there, organize and put up an ad so I'm going to see that you are there. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Today?
I'm all right. And where are you calling from?
I'm calling from the Cascade area.
Cascade.
Concerning this guy, the lock-up Christmas list, right? But the guy only went to the high-ranking PNM members and them community and show up the wrong that going on in this community. Why they lock up this guy and they don't take some kind of action against the members of the who hold these positions in this community?
Okay. All right. Yeah, we are listening. So that's your thoughts.
They went by Stuart Young, which is a troubled community. They went by Hanks, Minister of National Security, which is also a troubled community. They went Tuna Puna. These people hold high-ranking position in the PNM office. So I just find by Trinidad gone. And I am a young person calling in for the first time. And by gone.
Very good observation, and thanks so much for your contribution, young person that calling for the first time.
Yes, man.
And I look forward if you can, a lot of other young people, if they can log on to 104.7 more FM, the Ground Report. They could also get us on Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube. Very, 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 very good. Very good observation.
All right, partner. Thank you all. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we're going to take a few more calls. So gas researcher, you can call back. I also see Anderson Wilson was calling, you can call back. So let me give you all the numbers and all new callers. 229-0251, 229-0251 or 239-5120, 239-5120. So send us a WhatsApp call or WhatsApp voice note at 366-3053. 366-3053.
I was looking at the news and reading the news.
Oh boy. Good morning, caller.
Yes, Andy. Good morning again. Here is right. When it had the oil spill in Tobago, the CAF Bank of Latin America donated 250,000 United States dollars for the cleanup. But the finance minister did say in the newspaper that the government has received the money. But the question is, did the money reach Tobago? I remember Fali was asking about the 250,000 US dollars that the CF Bank donated for the oil cleanup. Has they received the money? I don't know. I didn't hear Fali sending again. I don't think anything was published in the media. Secondly, Petrotrin has a tender out for 2023-2024 period for grass cutting, building maintenance, painting, change on a light bulb, air conditioning, you name it. But one of the tender is most interesting is the disposal of 2,200 barrels of catalyst. Now the catalyst they are disposing of, they said they will buy back the barrel. But the catalyst they are in the tender to dispose of is used to increase the octane rating in gasoline. Now I remember when Petrotrin had closed down, there was a report in the Guardian newspaper stating that from an anonymous person had reported to the Guardian that when the refinery closed down, the Petrotrin had restarted one of the units that processes the gasoline that increases the octane rating. Remember, the government were increasing importing gasoline. So could they be importing raw gasoline, passing it through the machine and using the catalyst to increase the octane rating? This is what we have to find out, Andy, later.
Wow. So bright some of you all out there compared to we bright Don's government. Morning, caller.
Morning, Andy.
Good morning to you.
The boy here was a blessing to hear voice this morning on the radio, boy.
Nice.
But Andy, they do not very tough line work, boy. What I want to tell you, right?
Turn down the volume in the back.
Huh?
Turn down the volume in the back a little.
Right. Let me come on. You hear me now?
Yes, plenty better.
What I'm saying, this program we have is Ground Report. People have to understand that it's an eye-opener for Trinidad and Tobago, right? For people to see exactly what's taking place in this country, right? The caller called about she called us a call also a while ago and talking about we have to try to get up. Don't sit down and complain. Get up and come out, right? Because Wednesday coming, we having a meeting for the people to understand what's going on in Grandi, right?
That's in Valencia. The Valencia arm meeting first. The Grandi arm meeting will be after the next Wednesday. So there's the Valencia arm. Yeah. Wednesday, please go out in the back of the market, Alexander Street, 6 p.m.
Exactly. So, Andy, I want to compliment you on for this wonderful job that you're doing for the people and to open their eyes and see what's going on. This program is an eye opener for the people in this country, not only for the country but Trinidad and Tobago, right? And the whole right now, see what's going on in this country right now because what maybe going on the dogs, we low on the white line, right? People complain for a lot of things, but they are getting up and coming out. We're not getting up and coming out. They are complaining, but they are coming out, right? Look at the kind of thing going on in this country right now. Can't take the whole spotlight here now, right? We have to understand the situation and condition, what's going on here. It's a serious matter going on in this country, right? And the politicians, them not taking steps to help out the people in this country. They will stand up for themselves alone, right? We have to get up and move up and see what's going on, right? A lot of things taking place here. We are moving up. We are doing the right things, right? We're only complaining. Andy, you call it Andy. We have a problem with it. We have a problem with that. But come outside and do something. Get up and we come out and we try to process, right? This is what the caller will try to put things in the guy else over, but he understand what's going on. But he complaining, right? Come out. You only complain. Come out and let me do something, right? Anyhow, Andy, it was nice hearing you all, and this is my contribution for this morning. God bless you all and keep up the good works. Thank you.
Nice. I want to believe Mr. Amar. Oh, yes, no.
Good morning, Andy. This is the boy Philip from Grandi. The reason why they lock up the man, because the man went in the P&M area and showed the whole wide world what the P&M MPs and them have going on in the country. Understand? So the P&M don't like that. So they get to realize, hey, this man have them looking bad. They sent to lock him up. So that's the reason why they lock up the man.
All right, Philip, fat boy. Carlos, good morning to you too. Latoya, good morning. Bucky the Buckman, a pleasant good morning to you. Our Grandi arm meeting will be coming next week, Wednesday. Please, God, man. Trinidad and Tobago, don't for Mr. Amar is in the building. So again, Valencia. We want to be a part of this.
Andy, tonight we are back on the corridor transformation and we'll continue.
Nice. The corridor transformation is back on from 8 p.m. And don't forget tomorrow and Wednesday, please God, you're going to get the observers with Michael Kerr. And you, the people of Valencia, my people of Valencia, yours truly the pitbull of radio, better known as Andy for Grandi. We'll be having our first meeting, and that's the first arm of our meeting before we hit the streets, which is our Valencia arm. And that meeting will take place Wednesday, please God, 6 p.m. in the back of the market, Alexander Street. So y'all can call me at 366-3053. 366-3053. If you are interested in being a part of the Andy for Grandi team, and let us take this Sitocos and the Grandi Valencia away from these bunch of losers that don't care one damn about you. Monroe, imagine that. Roger Monroe. And ain't do nothing for the people of Grandi Valencia. Huh? So if you're interested in being a part of the team, can give me a call, send me a text, let me know where you live in. You, the people of Sandy Grande, you could also take the number. So you will be a part of the Grande Arm meeting that will take place next week, please God. After God family comes first, be safe on the nation's roads. Until tomorrow morning, please God. Yours truly, the Pitbull of Radio, on behalf of the Ground Report team, telling you that Robert Amar is up next, Sense and Sensibility, and we are out of here.
Disclaimer. More FM Limited, its owners and associates, accepts no responsibility for statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. More FM Limited does not endorse any of the information provided during this commercially booked segment as the truth. That you have to judge for yourself. We, however, reserve the right to question statements made. But in this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and corruption, it is sometimes hard to get the truth. But we must try. It is not our intention to discriminate or annoy anyone. We believe it is our constitutional right to free speech, to voice our opinion, and our duty to the population and country to expose the truth. More FM Limited takes no responsibility for the opinions of others.
Fall in love with radio.
All over again.
All over again.
More FM.
104.7. Sense and Sensibility on More FM 104.7. Iconic radio. Gotta pay some bills. More FM will be right back.
Chinese and RE Restaurant. Open for breakfast and lunch. 7 days a week.
6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
67 Western Main Road, St.